And a very good Friday morning to you from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. The famous high-level bridge. A little bit of wildlife on the edge of the coulee here in Lethbridge. Spring is arriving. Folks going about their business in downtown, but the curling world has come here to the NMAX Center for the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship 2019. Here's a look inside the building, and we've got a mouth-watering game for you this morning. Playoffs are on the line. We have Sweden taking on the United States. See the teams preparing for the game as Norway is being honored prior to this draw. Anthem is completed. Let's meet the teams. For Team Sweden, at lead today is Christopher Sundgren. At second stone is Rasmus Rana. Playing third for Team Sweden, Oscar Eriksson. And the skip for Team Sweden, Nicholas Edin. They're taking on the United States. At lead is John Landsteiner. Matt Hamilton is at second. Chris Pleiss is at third. And the skip for Team USA, John Schuster. Final day of round robin play, and you can see everything's on the line. Sweden at the top now at 9-1, looking to clinch their place in the top two, closely followed by Switzerland. Japan have also qualified. They're at 8-3, followed by Canada, Italy, and the USA at 7-3. Crucial games for both of these teams. Scotland, the only other team with a chance to make the playoffs. 7 doesn't go into 6. Who's it going to be at the end of the day? This game will have a lot to do with it. We'll keep an eye on all of the games for you this morning. On Sheet A, it's Russia versus Norway. Sheet B, China takes on Germany. Sheet C, another important game as far as the playoffs go, Canada versus Switzerland. And our feature game on Sheet D, it's an Olympic rematch. Sweden taking on the United States. I'm Hans Fraunlove. I'm joined by Olympic champion Rona Howie. And Rona, we've been looking forward to this one all week.
Certainly have. Be a great game. Sweden have topped the stats rankings this week, and USA are in second equal, so we're in for a great matchup.
Nicholas Edin, only prize missing from his prize cabinet is an Olympic gold medal, and lost the Olympic final to that man, John Schuster. Think there'll be a little lingering thought in his mind, or is he going to be able to keep his focus squarely on the task?
Yeah, I mean, this is a one-off game, and what's happened in the past shouldn't be relevant, but as you say, lost the Olympic final, lost a Grand Slam to John Schuster, and lost in the World Cup to him this year. So it's 3 losses within a year. So it must play in your mind.
Indeed. So those fantastic pre-game last stone draws by Team Sweden, 11.2 centimeters combined for 2 shots. That gives them last rock advantage here. Sweden is playing the red stones, the USA playing the yellow stones. Sweden have been outstanding all week on their pre-game last stone draws, Rona.
They really have. They top the draw shot challenge.
We know the playoffs are not going to happen, so we may as well just get used to not having it. That's if we make the playoffs.
Yeah. That's right. First things first, John. Got to get into the playoffs before you can worry who you're going to play in the playoffs. Here we go. John Landsteiner gets us underway.
2.
Project engineer from Duluth.
Good. That's Rocco. Just to 2. Go then.
He's the quiet member of the team.
He is the George Harrison of Team USA.
He just gets on with his job, head down, and off he goes.
He does that job very well. Good center guard there.
16.
Sweden going with the corner guard, so we are getting right into it right away. Christopher Sundgren, 29 years of age. Had an excellent tournament. Another quiet achiever.
Ja, ja. Klara rätt tidigt, ja. Linje. Linje. Håller kvar. Håller kvar och får lite längre.
Great buzz in the building here this morning at the NMAX Center.
Lite hård ut, släppte den.
Fans know what today means. It's the last day of round robin play. Top 6 are going to make the playoffs, but we're not completely sure yet who those 6 are going to be.
Yeah, it's always great to build the excitement and tension on the last day when games matter and it's not already decided.
Absolutely.
Maybe not for the players, but it is for the
Yeah,
crowd.
great for us. Tough on the players, great for us. Dean now going to play around the center guard as we have a look at Chris Pleiss. Sundgren.
Linjen är bra. Knappt in. Kan
Yeah,
fortsätta gå.
Christopher's very steady lead. We've seen Ben Hebert from Canada topping the leads this week, but this man's in second place, very close behind him. Very steady player. Sets up ends exceptionally well for Sweden.
Yes, really consistent as well, which is what you're looking for all the time.
15-1.
So the battle has been joined. Sweden's gone around, now Schuster is going to go around himself. So here we go. Go ahead. It's going to be an entertaining game, folks. Matt Hamilton. The shy, reserved Matt Hamilton.
5. No bounce, easy. Just a 4. 6.
No, anything but.
It's all there.
Let it grind.
We can go around if you want.
He's had a great week, though.
Right
He
to it.
has.
He's top of stats for second players.
He really has, and of all the players at second stone in this tournament,
Stay with it. Right off.
Matt throws more of these touch shots, I think, than any other second stone in the
I got
tournament.
a bunch of ibuprofen in my tongue right now.
Reflects his mixed doubles background,
piece of
perhaps,
it's
Ron?
still
Yeah, definitely.
Did compete at the Olympics. Of course, he won the gold medal with John Schuster in the men's event, but he also competed in the mixed doubles event at the
Bara
Pyeongchang
vecka med
Winter
clearing
Olympics.
okej också.
After that nice angle freeze, Adin looking to run the front. Rasmus Rana, 24 years of age, has that task.
Whoa. Bra så.
So opens things up. Didn't really want to hit it at that angle. Wanted to take the yellow out the rings, not the red.
Yeah, just a fraction of a bad angle. Pops his own stone out of the rings. Fortunately, rolled the American stone out.
2.
Good chance for the Americans now to set up the force.
1 should be good.
If you're new to curling, basic tactics, basic strategy, when you've got last rock, you're trying to score 2 or more.
Really got to finish it.
When you don't have last rock, you're trying to prevent your opponent from scoring 2. When you do that, we call that a force. You force the opponent to take a single point.
Just sweet, guys.
Here's the rules of play. 10 end games, but 6 ends at a minimum in the round robin. Each team has 38 minutes of thinking time. Each team has 1 60-second timeout. Rana
Lite mer fart.
again looking to run back the front stone.
Bra.
Blows it by. Does open up the front. Aggressive start from both teams, Rona.
Yeah, definitely. Both these teams like to go for it, which is good. We're going to see a lot of stones in play in these 10 ends.
That's terrific. Here's the newest member of Team Schuster, Chris Pleiss.
22.
31 years of age.
A little bit early.
Former World Junior champion.
Hard for line, Matt.
1-2.
All right, whoa. It's clean. That's okay.
Fractionally over curls, the guard. So Sweden's going to have a play on the stone in the rings. Lots of guards up though.
Ja. Helt okej att chappa också och låta dem vicka bakom cornern.
The stone will stay fairly high in the house if Eriksson can make the hit. Here is Oscar Eriksson. Started curling at the age of 6. Only 27 years of age.
Sari.
Seems like he's been
Sari.
a standout on the world stage forever. He's still a young man.
Vänta. Vänt. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep, a lot of years left in him yet.
Whoa. Lite för mjukt nästan. Ingen vikt, gå på gul.
Again, very steady player, sitting top of the stats on third players this week.
Bra där. Bra. Snyggt.
It's a really nice hit and roll there.
Yeah, great roll. Might have gotten shot rock out of that. It's pretty close. There's Oscar.
4 or 5.
It does look to me like red is shot, so that's very well done.
Five, 6. 5.
Pleiss is going to draw.
Just 5.
Wants to tuck around the center guard.
Steiner, you're rock. Go.
Right's good.
Hard. Go. Okay.
That's great.
Turn it. Got to get all the way across center if we can here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not behind you though, I guess. Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's a great come around. Right behind cover.
Yeah, that's a beauty from Chris Pleiss.
Skott över den så spelar inte så stor roll, men får vi med den så är det bra. Vi går alltså inte för skotten. Sorry? Vi går inte för den. Jag hör inte. Går vi för att få med skotten? Är det den? Den? Ja, jag frågar. Ja, det går. Den är lång, men kan ge en liten chans. Ja, han bara undrade. Ja, jag hör inte ett ord. Okej, kör.
A little loud this week to be trying to shout instructions back and forth to each other. It will be the run back for Oscar Eriksson. All the debate was which side of the stone they want to hit. Trying to drive it across, pick off the stone in the back. Didn't quite do that, but it is open.
Han frågade om vi gick för skotten eller var bak.
Yeah, Oscar spent many years on the bench as alternate player for Nicholas Edin, but now come in as a very big stalwart in the team.
Absolutely. Terrific
Kind of
player.
like a 2 again, actually. Okay.
So the U.S. lying one there after that nice come-around draw from Chris Pleiss.
We got like a 20-25 probably.
I think 20 is pretty close. I was throwing Jesus thing in actually, of course.
There's John Schuster,
Let's just do that 20. So 50
U.S.
is
skip,
perfect.
36 years of age.
Same height as Chris's is good.
This will be a guard.
2 already.
Right off. Really?
2.
My goodness. Okay.
It's gonna have to be you. We gotta cross.
It's gonna be Lance's rock. I think line's fine. Well, Lance, get ready though.
Stay well.
Clean. Go. Go ahead, Lance. Hard. Hard in center line. Go. Come on.
Want to try and pull this onto the line.
That's good.
Good late finish on that stone. Covers 2/3 of the shot.
Hard enough in pregame warm-ups.
Yeah, it doesn't leave a gap between the guards there.
Couldn't throw it hard enough in
Good throw.
pregame warm-ups. I'm like,
U.S. trying to guard the end out. Here's our first look at Swedish skip. Nicholas Edin, 33 years of age, 3-time world champion, double Olympic medalist, one of the stars of the sport.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Makes the run, spills out the stone. That's a good first up shot for Nicholas. He'll be feeling pretty good about that. When you're playing a high degree of difficulty shot like that first step in the game run, and when you make something like that, you feel
roll towards center
like
and
it's
hit
a
it
good
with, like,
start to
half.
the day.
Yeah.
All it's
Yeah,
gotta be is in this
definitely.
area, and if my shooter rolls in front, we should have.
Yeah, I think solid hack
I think
is great.
Yeah, that's fine.
2/3, 3/4.
Great
Yeah, my
motivator
shooter,
for
solid
the
half, though,
day.
isn't gonna roll very far. It's gonna just roll here, so you just gotta make sure it doesn't go all the way.
Yeah, we can't play the roll too crazy because we got to make sure this gets the shot.
Right. But if I just get it to shot and leave it top 8, but it's short for him, you know what I mean? Like, solid hack should do it though, I think.
Probably need like board.
Yeah, I think it's close to board too. Again, but we got to roll. If I hit it on the nose of the board, it's going right out of here, right? So,
Yeah.
Solid hack with half a rocka.
yeah.
So it's going to be the double bump. Red onto yellow, pushing yellow into the rings
Nice.
behind the guard.
What's that?
Oh, seems like a lot of ice.
Not for my outturn. My outturns. I'm just not getting there with this.
Yeah,
Trying to
John
hit like
Schuster
that,
struggled a
right?
wee bit with his outturn this week.
But it's good. That's the honesty that's required.
Absolutely.
I'm putting the brush there. This is the way I throw it.
Softboard.
I'm
Heavy hack.
pretty good with that.
As long as
Yeah, I
you
like it.
consistently throw it the same way, then you ice accordingly.
Exactly. Just playing board weight. Just trying to tap the Yellowstone into shot.
Soft board!
Whoa. 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 Lance.
Go ahead, Lancer.
Go ahead, Lancer. Hard, Lancer. Okay, whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, Matt.
Anything, Matt.
They got enough momentum to push the stone
yeah,
into
let's go.
shot.
Keep going.
Just.
Good. Whoa,
Nice
whoa,
shot.
whoa.
USA lies one. They've got the stone staggered in front, so that's going to force Sweden to take a point. Unless Nicholas Agin can work some magic. There's Chris Pleiss. Nice shot.
Almost rolled
Great
too far on the
shot.
shooter.
Oscar Eriksson sizes it up. John Schuster likes what he sees.
Ah, shooters.
Nej. Tror du det är för tunt eller?
Nicholas
tror jag är
Agin
för tjockt,
saying,
ja.
well, maybe I
40.
can hit thin yellow across the top of red, red onto yellow. Maybe we get through that way.
Gillar inte att spela för jäkla hårt.
And these are the shots that Nicholas Edin just loves to play.
effekt om jag inte får exakt.
You know, throughout a whole end, he's constantly eyeing up these angles to be left for him.
Yeah.
Något tunn
And it's really worth the try in this
Lite
situation, isn't
tunnare.
it, Ron?
40 tror Niklas.
Don't make it. Worst you're going to do is drop a
40
single.
är bra. Ja.
Make it,
Kanske till och med
you get the
35.
deuce.
Ja. Känns
Yeah, I think
nästan
it would be
svårt.
different if they were two against.
Kolla
He'd
träffen
probably
för
just draw for his
clean
one.
förresten
Exactly.
också.
Because he's just
Så vi
one
vet vad
against,
som inte nuddar
there's
han.
not really any great harm in going for this when you can score two.
Coach is bench in the background. Corey Dropkin with
Den som är en
binoculars
tunn
having a look.
fjärdedel, inte rör den. Okej.
So to make this,
Spela på
Edin is going to have to hit that top Yellowstone
Ja.
quite thin.
Nästan 40, vad
Go
tror du?
across the top of the red, drive it
Bra.
straight back. Here we go.
Åtta.
Japp, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Japp, japp, japp.
It's close.
Ja, lead.
Is it going to sit?
Yes, it will.
What a shot.
Fantastic shot from Nicholas Edin.
2. Yeah.
Thin double raise, sticks around. Three-time world champ, shows you why. That's a pair for Sweden in the first out of thin air after one end of play. Sweden 2, USA no
That's a good
score.
shot.
Oh. And then you were high, where like he's making contact, he's scoring.
All right. Good respect.
That ended up only being like hack when I got here, huh?
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Didn't hit very hard. I was trying not to. I was trying to.
Solid hack.
It was solid hack, but still.
Well, you hit, I mean, you move 2 stones, you hit half a rock.
Sweden with the deuce in the first. Great start for them. We're live from Lethbridge, Alberta at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship 2019. Round lob here with Rona Howie. Great start for Sweden, Rona.
Definitely the start you want when you've got last stone at the first end. Take your two. And it was two fantastic shots from Nicholas Edin. He's out there, he means business.
Saw Nick quoted in one of the local newspapers overnight saying that they really want to get that #1 seed. They're sitting at the top of the table right now. They're sitting at 9-1. They're 1 win clear, and so they know they win their 2 remaining games, and after this game, their final game is against Italy. That they will be indeed #1.
Try to get a 3 out of it. Go ahead.
That would put them straight into the semifinal. It would also give them rock choice
Just let me take it. I'll go up.
in the semifinal game. So they definitely want to win both of their games today.
Okay.
Long corner guard from John
20,
Landsteiner.
what'd you have?
15.
USA, they come in today on 7-3. They're in a 3-way tie
Lite plats just nu, helt okej.
with Italy and Canada.
Ja, bra linje, bra linje.
The Americans' final game is against
Lite
Norway.
löst.
Okej, fortsätt gå,
You would have to favor the USA in that
Linjen
game.
kommer, och in, och in, och in. Lite mer än mitt på linjen, Ogge. Lite mer än mitt på linjen. Inte mycket. Bra.
So the US have not yet clinched their playoff spot.
Okej, bra.
Center guard.
Back here.
Close, back line. Go with him.
Hard!
Now hard.
Oh boy. Hard, guys. Hard. Gotta keep it off the nose. Hard stack. Okay.
Stone over curls. Actually pushes the Swedish stone into the ring. Zedin trying to bring it past his own to avoid a double takeout.
Yeah.
Hellre kalla över lite grann än att visa halva utsidan där än att det blir en corner.
Let's take a live look now at Canada-Switzerland. Big game here and tons of stones in play, Rona.
Yeah, certainly is. First end, lots of stones. Canada do have hammer. They are lying 1 on the 4-foot. But Switzerland lying 2nd and 3rd shot.
Is there a nose hit triple takeout here for 4?
Certainly looks like all those yellows will go.
Yep.
And this is the man to play it.
Hard!
Hard
Whoa!
bit.
Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Hard beat!
Is it enough though?
Oh, just 2.
Just 2.
Wow.
What an effort. The crowd were going wild. They thought he'd got it.
It's a great attempt. Just had to get a fraction different angle. It's apparent for the Canadians. Oh, man. Yep, playoff time, folks. It's all getting real. Nice double takeout here by the Americans as well. Well, the arena's still buzzing after that attempted score by the Canadians. Matt Hamilton with a very nice double takeout.
I would say a nice shot.
These teams can play.
Lite kortare. Linjen är bra. Bra fart. Nära, curla. Hänger lite, hänger lite.
Nära.
So this one hanging a bit high from Rasmus Rana.
It's really tracking,
Kan inte röra.
waiting for it. They can't sweep it yet because of the line, and it's not even past the corner guard yet.
Jag skulle backa alla en halv sten mindre.
That's a mistake.
Yep, the weight was pretty good for what they were looking for, but just high of line the whole way.
Jag kan inte ligga så långt ut bara.
Good chance for the Americans now to flip one out behind the corner guard if Matt Hamilton can get the little roll with his hit.
Go down.
Yeah, hard! Really gotta go! Hard!
trying to hold the line. This one is really moving. Oh, they just squeak it by the guards. So close to wrecking. And there's the U.S. coach, Don Bartlett. New addition to the Schuster entourage this year is Phil Drobnik, who coached at Olympics, is alongside, and there's the alternate player, Corey Dropkin.
Looks a hell of a lot better now.
Innan är bra. Väldigt bra. Bra fart! Börja kalla lite, var med, ja. Linnen är bra. Lite tight. Lite tight om något. Jag är förbi. Lite tight. Fortfarande lite tight. Lite tight. Ja, vill gå. Bite 8. Ja, fortsätt.
Really nice come around.
Very nice indeed. Fighting front 8 foot. And there's the Swedish bench, and there's coach Fredrik Lindberg.
I think so. What weight you want, bro? Just normal?
The sticker from the Olympics on his computer to remind himself of the good times. And there we see Daniel Magnusson to the left, the alternate player, and national coach Peja Lindholm, another 3-time world champion.
Two guards, so not really.
Solid! Close! Whoa! Whoa! Close! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa!
Short run back.
Oh, really unlucky that it just rolled out there into the open a bit.
Yeah, Chris Pleiss trying to stuff it.
Ja.
Förra tappade lite faktiskt.
Känns som att spela på den i första hand.
Ja, och den som hit är tappad.
Let's look in at Russia-Norway.
Han kan ju sticka den där.
Russia lying
Det är sant.
2 anyway, but this is an open hit for 4 for Sergei Glukov. Russia with a bit of an up and down week. 3 wins and 7 losses, but this is looking perfect. It is a big score of 4 at the first end over Norway.
Well, that'll start your morning right. Sort of 4 on the board. Sweden with the hit in the outside roll. Just going to pop out the other side of the corner guards. The red-yellow run not quite as attractive.
There's like 6 inches of space. So I think this is fine.
Because then you leave a guard.
You get it rolled perfect, it'll just stuff. So,
Okay.
board or you need hack?
I think hack.
Okay.
Schuster worried about that
I drew this one that way, obviously. So
red-yellow run if they do get the inside roll. But of course, it's the USA stone nearest the house, so not too much danger for them.
Hack!
lead.
Hack!
Stay down. Whoa, whoa. Close. Matt, go ahead. Matt, hard. Hard, Matty, go.
This stone has some curling to do. Rana threw one down this line that didn't really curl very much either. Gets to nose though, nice shot. Quick update of all of our scores on sheet A. Russia leading Norway 4-0. China with a single. They're up 1-0 over Germany on sheet B. Canada with that deuce, up 2-0 over Switzerland. And Sweden leading this one, 2-0. We are on sheet D, Rona. That's the sheet nearest the fans. Straight spot outside in, but it looks
yeah, you sometimes find that with the barrier side of the ice and the crowd. It will run slightly straighter.
Nicholas Edin eyeing up run back number 3 of the game for him. Has to hit brush side. Actually, almost nose. Red onto yellow, pick off yellow, spill both yellows. It's the right call, but at some point Nicholas Edin will be thinking, I gotta throw a draw here sometime.
Yep.
Not in this situation, though. This is absolutely the right shot.
Whoa. Med på den andra.
And he even spins his own stone onto the front ring. That's a nice result for Edin.
Great shot. He just makes these run backs look easy.
Yeah. We take it for granted after a while, but these are not easy shots, folks. Team spent so much time practicing it, so much time reading the angles.
Is that whole rock big?
Maybe.
If we overbury.
So if we get it, if we got it all the way here, it'd be okay, probably.
Good, yeah.
This shot's there.
What's
But
that?
as you say, it's that
Yeah, you got
hours,
no,
it's
no,
hours
no.
of practice that
If
that
you make
team have put
that,
in.
he's got.
Repetitive practice,
Oh,
the
play the run,
consistency
right?
is second to none.
So maybe we just
They
hit the hole and
always
try to
play
get
well.
her over the
It's
open.
real huge.
Well, I mean, I could roll here
Very
too.
hard team
Now he's
to
just
beat.
coming right around it.
Well, that's fine. I might be able to dig both sides again. Like he's got to get pretty deep. I mean,
Johnny,
yes, this is obviously.
John, I don't hate the draw.
Well, we got to just get all the way here, and then he's got to run. You say so? I just
Well, give him the run.
It's a long run.
all right. Just got to figure out what's going to get by there and what's going to get all the way there.
He's got
And
an
it's
inch
like,
and a half over on this side. Like,
be my guess. I don't know that that's going to get by
It's got
though.
to vary a piece.
he wants to overvary.
No, I know.
Well, that hole is pretty small, so
Give him a hole or the run. Like,
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, Chris, even if we just get at it edge on edge with their red's really good here. Does that look like enough ice to get by the top one?
it's close.
Top one's a 2 or so.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
All right.
So after
Another
some
inch.
debate,
Okay.
It's gonna be the draw for the
405 's
USA.
probably top,
Yeah, the guard's quite long. So to come around it, you kind of want to be 8 foot.
Right off.
If you're any further back,
Top four.
Sweden
Right
could
off
come
then.
round and tap you back.
You gotta
Top
stay
four.
close for line though, no choice. Whoa, forget it.
But they're
Not
saying
through.
if they do sit in the 8 foot,
Right
then the
off,
run's
guys, right
there.
off the rim.
Well,
Still T-line.
Tough
Let
run.
it spin and die.
yeah.
6.
14-2. I just
Keep
let
it
it
above the
deep.
tee. It's buried.
Sit.
Yeah, go really deep. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fun.
Stone slides to tee. It's a pretty good spot.
Good shot.
He can make this softer here, but he's got to make it right.
As Nicholas Edin lines this one up, let's
lämna hålet
cast
till
our
andra.
minds
Ja.
back to the first
Eller ja.
end.
Ja, det
In
kommer
this
inte vara det. Men försöka komma så snabbt som
tricky,
möjligt. Då bara täpa en sten och ha-
thin angle double run to try and score 2. Had to catch the top one thin, went across the top, hits, spins, sticks around, good weight control, fantastic shot from Nicholas Edin.
Curlar inte jättemycket heller.
And that's how you manufacture a 2 out of not much. Nick, pretty cool, said, yeah, that was there all day for me. Maybe not for everybody else in the world.
13.94 hade jag. Nekade ju ganska mycket. De kände att den var
Pleiss and
lite lång.
Schuster look on as Nicholas Edin lines up
Ja.
what will be his first draw of the game.
Här kommer vi ha riktigt bra linjer. Vi vill inte studsa ut någonting.
Like he's looking just to freeze Rona, or is he thinking maybe just a small bump as well?
Studsa ut vänster och den hacken är ju...
Freeze first, sweep for bump.
Yeah, freeze first. They have it a pre-game practice, and you hear the players saying that the weight doesn't change from the draw shot to the game, so Nicholas should be quite
Bra
happy.
linje. 10. Och curla, curla.
Val 4. 10. 10.
Curla.
Val 4. Val 4.
Måste curla.
This is needing to curl though. He's got a bit of running, doesn't want to bounce in the open.
But he does, a little bit heavy. Opens the door for John Schuster now. It's an open hit.
Yeah, it's us anyways.
Nicholas Edin, 4 feet heavy with that one.
Board.
Just throw the softy, John. What is he afraid of?
A little more, Chris.
Matt Hamilton in the background saying it's a pretty routine call here.
We're shot.
Yeah. No, I like this.
There's almost the whole house to roll to as well. Nicholas Edin about to hand back the 2 that they worked so hard to get in the first.
Oh, inte segare.
That one set up by that nice first draw by Schuster. Trying to cap it off now with a nose hit.
Board.
Yep. Oh, clean.
Clean. Yep.
Solid.
Yep.
Heavy.
Yep. Yes.
Board.
Go with them, Matt.
Board
Looks
up.
fine.
Yep. Just to it. Clean. You're good.
And that will be a pair for the Americans. Nice shot there from John Schuster. 2 nice shots, in fact, in this end to manufacture the skips deuce. So after dropping a pair in the first, the USA snaps right back with a deuce in the second. After 2, we are tied at 2.
Oh, that was a rough one.
There's not gonna be a whole lot of Pulitzer Prizes one.
Yeah.
All right, good end.
Nice deuce, guys.
I'd like to see us start playing more of those runs with like control and normal.
What's that?
Normal.
Like
yeah.
those normal run backs. Yeah. Like right now, I think the ice is super conducive to it.
Hitting wherever you want.
Yeah.
Two ends are in the books here at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship 2019. Deuce for deuce. Sweden with a great pair in the first. USA snap it right back with a pair in the second.
Tight, but
We're 3.
Kind of the quality
Nice
of
three,
play
guys.
that we expect from the Olympic finalists, Rona Howie.
Yeah, definitely. Both these teams
that's good.
want this
All right,
world
Steiner.
title this week.
Oof, that's not ideal for the.
Väldigt avståndande.
Christopher Sundgren.
Bagard!
Bra linjen. Linjen är
Nära!
bra. Ja, ner. Bra linje. Åke.
12! Anna, köra lite. Köra. Fight 8. Ja.
15-4.
Sweden bringing the play to the center this time instead of a corner guard, Rona. Is it because maybe we're playing in the third end rather than the fourth?
Yeah, definitely.
Also.
The Swedish team are very good at playing the scoreboard and controlling the
like Satan.
even ends.
Yeah, we gotta go and get that there. Bigger ad though.
Lines out there.
So with that play around the center, is that Sweden saying,
A mile to curl.
we'll grab an
Gonna get there a
opportunistic
little
two
bit,
if
but
we
it's gotta
get it,
all the way
but
across center, Chris.
keep the blank alive?
Just let it go.
Let's look in live Canada-Switzerland while we
Yeah.
debate that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Lots of
That was
Canadian
the
red in
exact
the
same
rings.
spot.
Canada lying 4. Sorry, 5. A very unfortunate shot with Benoit Schwartz's first stone. Went for the raise but took his own out the house. So now having to draw fully into the forefoot for 1.
Non. C'est super vite.
Switzerland on 8 wins, Canada on 7.
That stone looked like it really grabbed. It picked something up, almost certainly.
It did.
That's disaster for the Swiss.
It is big disaster. Have they actually cut out any?
Go by the run.
You feel for curlers in that situation. That stone, the sweeper said it had lots of weight, then it clearly picked something up. Changed direction, and Canada winds up stealing 5 as a result. Watch this, the sweeper's back up, and it just dives. There's no way in the world that that stone
No, they were.
didn't pick something up.
They were really happy with the line and the weight. There's Benoit's reaction. He knows that's disaster. And there's nothing you can do about it.
part of the sport. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it is gutting.
That was like not very.
That was like control, maybe control.
My.
Canada did lose a 5 the other day to Japan.
Yes, they did.
So they now have one back.
Rasmus Rana.
Där själv. Lite lång.
Chance for Sweden to do a little Ken Watson curling here with last rock. Split the house, keep the separation, get your pair that way.
Way short too.
This is looking.
It's a bit pacey.
Yeah, is it going to stop?
It will hang around in the back 12 foot for second shot, but not the angles that Sweden wanted to leave John Schuster. Now you can play the hit and roll right in front.
You can't roll over the top with normal, but you want to throw
And this is
control?
where Sweden are very good at. You were talking about them coming around the centre, but they're very good at then opening it up and creating 2 corner guards.
Indeed.
Are we throwing?
We've seen that a lot this week.
Springing the trap, perhaps.
Yep.
Matt Hamilton.
The double is on.
Yes! Whoa! Yes!
There's the hit. There's the roll across. Is it going to roll across the top? Yes, it does. Just pushing the Swedish stone out of the rings. So it gets the job done.
John, do that again.
Great throw, buddy.
I think he just turns and looks at me like I'm a freak.
Got her out.
Well, to be fair, you kind of are.
You kind of are.
Kind of
Out
are
of the
a
house,
freak.
right? It's out of the house, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you love the banter of the Americans. Rasmus Rana.
Come on. Yep. 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 Hårt.
Bra. 9-1 så.
Well, it keeps the blank alive after Hamilton's
If I jam,
double takeout.
I'm going to stare you down.
As you should.
You want to throw this hard just as the not dead jam?
Doesn't matter.
I like normal.
What do you like?
Normal?
Normal?
Yeah.
Making the roll though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I control the shooter, otherwise. All right, norms.
Chris Pleiss seems really comfortable in this team and seems to have real good feel and command for the ice as well, Rona. Heard him speaking between ends.
Yeah, we saw them earlier in the season, and I would say he's even gained more confidence. And he
This one's
obviously knows the guys a lot better now.
Sorry, Chris.
Good throw.
And it was hard for him to come in to an Olympic winning team.
Don't get how we don't
I think
You know,
it's
Tyler
nuts.
George, big shoes to fill there, and
Old shoes to fill.
he's settled in very well.
He certainly has. Bit of a half shot on that last one though, so Oscar Eriksson going to rip the corner guard and Sweden will just try to blank out the end. This works for them. Deuce or blank. 4 sheets of action this morning. Let's have a peek at China versus Germany.
Yep, and Germany lying 1. Mark Muskatovic a draw for 2. Germany on 3 wins, 7 losses. They would like another win here. They're out of playoff contention. They still want to finish well.
You always want to finish the tournament on a high.
Sweepers, oh, they're all on this to try and get it in. Perfect. So Germany take 2. They lead 2-1 after 2.
After the Chinese check it out, it will be a pair for the Germans. Let's have a look at Russia-Norway.
After that big 4 for Russia, Magnus Ramsfeld has a hit for 2 for Norway here.
Young Norwegian team, just junior age eligible still, but here at the top level.
Hard och Finland. Hard.
Need to hit this and avoid the back one.
Oh, well swept.
Great shot. So 2 on the board for Norway. Russia lead 4-2 after 2.
14-8 in Christmas.
Okay.
Go to tea again, make him peel it again, and then we'll freeze my last.
Nothing in the rings
Get this
in our
on now,
feature
baby.
game. And that one looks to be pretty clearly off the rings.
14-8 on that last.
Would you ever be cheeky enough to bite or measure that one, Rona? It's a bit too much air there for me to be
Yeah.
comfortable to be measuring that.
The circles are usually very, very accurate.
Tee.
Can't call for a measure, of course, until the end
Oh, there,
is
guys.
complete. And we see some rotation on Schuster. So
to
he's
it
going to
now?
try to draw in front of
It's
that
gonna be
stone.
Lance.
Set up a jam.
It's still there. It's there.
Go ahead, Lance.
It's there.
Oh, it's not bumping out. It's fine.
Okay.
No,
Now it's out.
absolutely no doubt. I think it was already out, John, but
Yeah, pretty good.
pretty good shot, good weight.
Vill du lira för fart?
Didn't quite curl enough to get the freeze. Dean will blast.
Ja, rent.
Rent.
Japp, 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 japp. Rent, rent.
Happy to leave this one on the nose to make Schuster make a play.
Want to mess around with it, so.
And you wonder as well, with that game next door that we just saw, the big 5 from Canada, will John Schuster be looking at that? You know, Canada and USA are both in 7
Really
wins.
want to mess around with soft weight
Well.
just based on, yeah.
So ranking's
Based
so
on
important
this
when
is
you get
true.
to playoff stages. So they'll be thinking, oh, there's a win for Canada next door.
Well, and as far as the States is concerned, it's a loss for Switzerland, so the game's not over yet, but
No.
Switzerland trailing by 7, they're in real trouble. If Switzerland were to lose that game, then that would drop the Swiss to 8-3. If the U.S. were to win, that would take them with a victory to 8-3, and so a chance to potentially get into that picture for the top 2. Need some things to go your way as Schuster makes the nose hit. Job 1 for the U.S. is to make it into the final 6. If they get a win here this morning, that pretty much locks it up. If the U.S. were to lose this game, probably come down to the final draw to know which teams actually advance. Final stone, Nicholas Edin trying to blank, trying to keep the hammer into the 4th end. They're really working this one, though. Is it over curling? Oh, just enough to spill it. Close to a nose hit, but Sweden does get the blank. We've got 3 ends in the books. We are tied at 2.
Because I thought it was going to be okay.
Was that your first or your second?
Yeah, first one.
Yeah, I just. And then your second one, I gave you the same broom, and it just was a different throw.
Well, I had to because the first one over curled.
Well, no, I mean, I gave you the same broom because we're going to the same spot. So
I know, but
no, that's fine. Yeah, it's just. The ice seems a tiny bit finicky as far as lines go today. Like, I think nice positivity is going to help them.
Tight game as you'd expect. We're at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship. We are live from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. Feature game, a rematch of the Olympic final, Sweden versus USA. We are deadlocked at 2. Sweden with last rock
line's fine.
here in the fourth end.
That was
I'm
Matt.
Hans Fraunlaub. I'm here with Olympic champion Rona Howie.
Take a look.
We're at the NMAX Center in Lethbridge.
Landsteiner.
Nice crowd here on a Friday morning. Fans rolling in for the weekend in the playoffs. Real buzz in the building. It's been a great week here in Lethbridge. Christopher Sundgren, 93% for the tournament. You always do a great job of organizing events in this city, Rona. It's been terrific.
Yeah, the Canadians certainly know how to host an event. And the fans are just fantastic. They make it.
Corner guard this time in the even ends for Team Sweden. John Landsteiner, 91% for the week.
What?
I had to go a little bit.
Oh, Matt, stay down.
And 91 you would think a pretty good start. But he's actually sitting fifth in the leads.
Chris, you're out. You're out, Chris. You're out.
Shows the standard
Yeah.
that these lead players are playing.
That will answer. Nice pair, bud.
The importance on their shots
Yeah.
nowadays
Superstar judge. I know.
Right.
is so critical to a team's success.
5 rock free guard zone making the lead position. It was already important, but now it's critical. If you don't get the stones set up, these teams can all throw the big run backs. So rock placement for the lead players really dictates how the end goes.
And we've seen a lot of big scoring ends this week, which you wouldn't normally see in the men's game. But I think we've seen 11 scoring of fours, which is a big end. There's been 7-5 scored this week.
Wow. So the teams are scoring in bunches this week.
And a 6.
Wow.
So, you know, the new
like mixed
5 rock
doubles.
rule is certainly getting a lot more stones in play, which is great for the game.
Mine curled here. I was a little bit further out, but
That was
mine
definitely
curled.
the intention.
Again, into us.
Matt Hamilton, 89%. No, it was a little unsteady coming out of the hack.
Solid hack. Let me take it. That's your shoulder shirt.
We are getting late in the week, Rona. This is a real physical grind for the players.
Yep, you need to be physically fit, mentally fit.
Like my last one.
That stone over curls, Rex on the
Sorry,
center.
John.
I had my board later. I threw pretty hard that we had to pound last. I was pretty sure it was going to go nuts. All right. It's not terrible.
Wow. Vore nice, va?
So that's a miss from Hamilton. Let's see if Sweden can take advantage.
Kan jag göra också?
He actually got quite a fortunate roll in behind the corner guard,
Känns som det.
Dubbeln på ett slag
the
eller?
one that he caught. So Sweden going to come around the high side,
10 kanske? Höga 13.
because it's not easy to draw round the centre past that yellow guard now.
Rasmus Rana being asked to go around the pile out to the wing. Rasmus is, I think, really settled into his role on this team. He's the newest of the foursome in terms of the combination. I thought in his first season he was a little volatile as a player, but now he's got a much calmer demeanor out there on the ice.
Topp 4. Bara sitta.
And this is a terrific shot here from Rana. Let's have a look in at Canada-Switzerland. Well, it's going to be a tough day for Team Switzerland, Rona.
Yep, their woes continue. Canada do lie short. Not easy for Switzerland to remove it. It would just jam on their own.
Pretty close to half.
So Benoit Schwartz having to draw the forefoot for a single point.
Schwartz had that unfortunate situation in the second end with his stone, picking up some debris. That cost him 5.
Passez vite. Ligne parfaite.
Sweepers seem quite happy. The line's okay. Could be half in the forefoot. And no problem there for Benoit Schwartz. He'll be wishing he'd had that one at the last end.
Absolutely. Single point for the Swiss. Canada leads that one 7-1.
lite tight tycker jag.
Meanwhile, there's a great double takeout by Matt Hamilton.
Vanlig curl här bara.
Certainly was.
Nu behöver vi nog ha 14-0 då. Ja, i alla fall.
Sweden going to come down this path again that Rana threw down on the previous stone. This time it's Oscar Eriksson, left-handed player. Get a good look at his release. Light goes green. That means a legal throw.
Bra linje, lite vid kanske. Bra linje. Bra linje.
Have seen a couple of hog line violations this week.
Se kort ut, se kort ut.
And Rasmus Rana being one of them.
Fullt håll för skottet. 15-2. Kom igen, så långt det går.
And they get this stone into the rings. It looks a little short.
Så långt det går. Så långt det går.
Great brushing by Team Sweden to wrap that one around.
Unfortunately, the yellow's very close to it.
Short angle run for Team USA. They will have to flirt with the red guard, though, to make it.
Board or control? Center line board.
Like board.
Okay, board should get it.
Sorry, want me to take
Guys, get an inch more?
Yeah.
USA switching sweepers. Be Matt Hamilton on the inside to try and hold the line.
Close. Yep. Yep. Hard. Low. Just hard.
Chance for USA to lie two here. Keep the shooter.
Nice shot here from Chris Pleiss.
Really nice shot. Now Sweden do not want to be forced to their one.
Wow, that shot of mine was way
So how can they generate a two now?
I feel like I hit like a third.
Oscar Eriksson asking for a technical timeout. We've got some problem with some equipment by the looks of it.
I'm third. I actually then accidentally played one too early.
Has Sweden played a stone out of rotation?
Yeah, so the second player only played one shot.
I don't know the rule.
Eriksson threw Rana's stone.
And I guess Rasmus plays this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess Rasmus plays Oscar. Bralle kommer få spela sista.
So in this situation, because
I would have never even noticed. Okay.
Didn't even notice. Yeah, he'll probably have to throw the last stone
exactly
of the end.
right.
We're making it up on the spot here.
Bralle spelar sista.
You heard the USA saying, we don't even know the rule.
They should know the rules. You're playing at a world championship. The rules say if you play at a rotation, the player, if it's noticed, and it has been noticed, the person who missed their turn inadvertently has to throw the last rock of the end.
Yeah, so Nicholas always planning ahead what he's going to be left with. It's now what's Rasmus going to be left with.
Rasmus will be throwing the last shot.
Ja, precis.
But it's interesting how Oscar and Rasmus, neither of them noticed.
Yeah. Neither did we, to be fair. So here is Oscar Eriksson. Makes the run back, nearly makes the run back double. It just goes across the top.
I guess so. I think
So this will be something the American guys can taunt the Swedes with for the rest of the game.
Like 8 foot. Show on this side, maybe.
Playing rocks out of rotation is not something you see very often at this level. Can happen though, it obviously did.
Yeah, but you're just so focused on the game and the shot, and you know, if Oscar's moved to the hack,
5, 6.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been more Rasmus saying, hey, wait,
Wait a
I've only
minute,
thrown
that's
one.
my rock.
It's over curling.
Get out of the hack.
Especially when they're very, you know, they've
like
done
it's
the
going.
stone matching and the
Exactly.
numbers
Exactly.
that they're playing.
14-8.
It's not always, you know, in chronological order that they play the stones.
Exactly. Player A might throw rocks labeled 2 and 7.
I dropped the anchor a little bit.
US lies 2. That one pops out the inside. It's a steep angle if they are thinking double takeout. As Nicholas Edin is going to be playing a little bit of third stone this end. He's got 2 to come, and then it'll be Rasmus Rana. So this would ordinarily be Oscar's rock, but now Nick is throwing it.
Chappa dit så är det nästan att de kanske kan bli... Jag gillar det.
sarg så. Jag behöver släppa den rätt mjukt.
Ja,
Det
men
känns
vi
inte som
drar
det finns
bakom
mycket
så här på
köra.
nästa om de inte slår.
Vickar du så här så är det okej. Eller? Ja.
So Nicholas Edin making a slightly premature move down to the delivery end.
Ja, jag tänkte om någon drar ut.
This is Sweden's fifth rock or sixth rock of the end. Ordinarily Oscar would be throwing this one.
Ja. Vicka ut är bra där också. Jag ska försöka få noll här.
Det här spåret känns rätt lätt.
Ja, det går lätt och rakt där. Och inte fått mycket curl så kan inte överspela någonting.
Sarg!
Rent!
Sarg!
Rent!
Dryg sarg!
Japp!
Japp.
Wow!
Dryg sarg!
Wow!
Wants to roll over in front of the American stone. No real chance of a double takeout here. Just a nose. It's a pretty good shot. Leaves it quarter buried behind the center guard.
Mix it around for you.
So I wonder statistically now, is Nick a third on that shot? Does that put him as like 100% playing at the third
Playing at
position
third
for the week?
position, so he'll top the
Top the
stats and
table?
skips and thirds.
Exactly. There's Rasmus and Chris. Rasmus saying, well, yeah,
Just do what we were doing.
I'm ready to throw it.
Chris
Put
goes,
me
I
in,
would have liked
coach.
to seen Oscar throw that shot.
I know
We're in the
Rasmus will
house
be
even if we beat it.
panicking that the pressure of making that last stone.
Oh, that seems like so much ice. I think it's good though.
John Schuster throwing the skips rocks. The Americans have managed to count the stones properly.
Close. Yep. Solid hack.
85% for the week for John.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. 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 Solid. Whoa. Clean. Lance. Go ahead. Hard.
Not going to get to nose. It's going to spill and set up a potential double takeout. Just rolled far enough that I'm not sure that Sweden can make the double end, leave it on the rings. It'll be close.
Yeah, solid. Solid.
What's his deal with me this morning?
What?
Well, looking at it from this angle, it does look like Edin can hit it fractionally off nose, make the double land, maybe roll it on. Certainly leave it in a splittable place. It would be hard for the Americans to ignore. Matt Hamilton.
Sliders out having fun with the crowd, but of course Matt Hamilton joining in.
Yeah, Matt always embraces the fun, embraces the crowd.
Den var låg på batteri förut.
So even though this is Nick's second stone of the end, it is not the final shot of the end. Because the Swedes threw out a rotation. Rasmus will have to throw the last one. 86% for the week for Nick. Perfect as a third as far as we know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. In. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa.
Nice shot. Nicholas Edin makes the double and bites the front. Great stone.
Think he can make it?
Hit it the only place he could to actually get the shooter on the rings. Terrific shot. So that forces Schuster to make a play.
One more inch, Chris.
Trying to roll it somewhere behind cover to force Edin to take. It'll actually be forcing Rasmus Rana to throw.
Normal.
Close. Whoa. Lance, go.
Go ahead, Lance.
Hard, Lancer.
Oh, we're not even going to make round.
Oh, Rasmus gets a let off. This was going to be his big moment.
Oh no.
His big moment is a skip. But Rasmus Rana now with a massive sigh of relief says, I just get to throw it through. I can make this. So here's the final stone of end number 4 by second stone Rasmus Rana out of rotation. Dodges a little bullet there. Sweden blanks it in an eventful game so far here at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championships. 4 ends complete. We are deadlocked at 2.
Klipppaus in där. It's the first time I've seen.
I wanted to make him draw the lid or something.
100% on last shots.
You're pretty good. Best skip. Best skip of the house.
Yeah, skip routine.
Do you think they'll actually count that as a skip shot?
No.
Gå på toa åt mig också. Tack.
Yeah, you should have thrown it at the broom and just thrown draw and be like, Nick, I'm not wasting this. Opportunity wasted.
Fourth is okay.
I think he actually has an X.
Får bra läge.
Nice crowd here. We're live in Lethbridge, Alberta at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship. Sweden versus USA, all tied up at 2. Sweden with the last rock here in the 5th end.
Bigger at it, looks like this one. Line's pretty good. 3 feet out, guys.
Well, it's a slightly amusing 4th end, Rona. You don't see teams throwing out a rotation very often.
No, you do not. But it does happen.
But you can bet that the Americans will be reminding him of that for the rest of the game. Christopher Sundgren. Sweden would love to blank this end. It's a low-scoring game. Been 2 consecutive blanks. Sweden would love to carry the hammer into 6, but this one's over curling. It's going to bump the front stone. So 2 guards up for the Americans.
Run a half in front of red.
So?
Playoffs are looming. The playoff system here at World Men's. 6 teams make the playoffs. Top 2 advance directly to the semifinal. The others play in qualification games. 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5. Winners advance to the semi.
Good, that a boy.
Yep.
Good center guard there from Landsteiner.
Good sweeping.
Look at this, Kui's up.
Let's look in at China, Germany.
China line 1. So this is an open draw for 2. Xiao Jian. Just 2 wins this week for the Chinese team. They've had some great games, but just not managed to convert them to wins. Sweepers seem quite happy. No sweeping. Needs to be fully in the 8-foot. Perfect. Right on the button. So, China score 2. They lead 3-2 after 4 over Germany.
Swedish stone on the button.
Right now.
Matt Hamilton will try to throw it down on top of it.
Easy, line's
Easy
good.
for line, though.
Easy.
Line's no good. Line's no good. It's heavy. Okay. Then it's really no good. So let it die, Chris, I think. I don't even know what to do with it. It's super heavy.
Wide and heavy, not the best combination.
Side by side or deeper than
Kind of in no man's land for John Schuster in terms of what to do with it. Let's have a look at Russia-Norway.
Norway line 2.
Tightish port up front.
It is a very tight port for Sergej Glukov. Sweeper standing back, waiting for the line to get better. Want to just tap back the shot stone. Great shot. Russia score 1. They take the lead. 5-3 now after 4.
In our game, part-time skip Rasmus Rana makes a lovely little freeze.
Yeah, that's a great shot. It's top tee. It's frozen on the yellow. Makes it very difficult for USA. They need to try and open up that freeze now.
Let's have a live look now at Canada-Switzerland.
Canada line 1, top 4.
On the tee line with just a clean.
A nice open draw for Kevin Coué to the 4-foot for 2.
Yeah, doesn't have to make these flat crosshouse doubles to score here. This is a straightforward draw for the Canadian skip.
Line's fine.
Line's fine.
Lots of room.
He's also got backing. He can afford to come back to the Swiss stone.
No backing.
Sweeper's just nursing it down.
It's just good.
Looks a little heavy.
Oh, it's fine. Back button.
Shot, Kev.
Great shot. So, 2 for Canada. They extend their lead 9-1 after 4 ends.
Yeah, after dropping that 5, it's going to be an awfully long road back for Switzerland. Canada looking virtually certain to rack their 8th win of the tournament up. Hey, Rasmus. He's thrown 2 rocks this end.
Linjen är bra. Bra linje. Okej, fart. Bra linje.
One thing I can guarantee you, for the rest of his curling career, Rasmus will always count 2 stones. And make sure he throws them both.
Another really nice shot from Rasmus.
Things getting a little sketchy here for Team USA. There's Oscar Eriksson. Didn't throw that one too early this time. He stayed out of the way and let Rasmus throw it.
Yeah, something that's happened fairly often. I've seen it quite often in games. You're so engrossed that the wrong person throws the shot.
Yeah.
You can't hit him at the same time, John.
What?
You can't hit him at the same time.
Okay. I just want to make. Yeah, normal's fine. If you think the curl will help us.
Like, we gotta hit the yellow one first, right?
Yeah, I think USA are going to have to use their yellow to come off.
That's pretty good.
You pretty much got to touch him at the same time, you know what I mean?
So they can push it the red
If you could
sideways.
just clip this on the way by, it'd be great.
Yeah.
I think like a 9.
Okay.
Because that red's completely buried behind the guard. So a really key shot here for Christopher Pleiss to get the inside.
Cannot be wide here.
Weight's good.
Are they by the front? No, they clip. Saying of the brush from Pleiss, that was a missed read.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
No, you're sweeping, so I was just letting you sweep. I
don't think he realizes you weren't sure what to do, though.
A little dissension in the ranks.
Matt, I
We
thought
just got to
Chris
keep
said,
calling it, though.
They did split one red off,
when you let it
though.
go and you just had your head down and go, I should have kept calling, but I seriously thought we were good, and then it just went.
Oh, we dead.
Just that little lack of communications there. It's Schuster said, I saw you guys sweeping, I just let you sweep. Sweepers were going pretty light, but they were sweeping, but they could have swept harder, and they were waiting for a call from Schuster. They didn't get it. Rex on the front now, Sweden. Great chance to get a bundle if they can get stones in the good places.
Sweden might too, if they can get another one round.
Came into this end thinking blank. Now they're thinking we can get a pile.
You just wonder if that red that Chris nicked over to the other side, would they be able to come in off that into the forefoot if needed?
The Americans? Well, probably, but maybe not for shot.
Perfekt linje. Bra linje. Kör ner, kör ner. Nytt spår. Glidit i slutet. Japp, 15-1. Japp.
This one's curling too. They do sneak it by. They want to get this into the forefoot if they can. And they do. Danger signs are flashing for the Americans. That red one can roll to the back of the forefoot, but I think it would be second shot.
Yeah,
third
it would
shot.
only be the back of the forefoot that would be high enough.
We lose though, and this one, but
Try and stuff it.
Quick updates. Sheet A, Russia 5-3 over Norway. China leading Germany 3-2. Canada 9-1 over Switzerland.
we can get this one moving.
We are tied at
and
2.
these two moving, we get rocks back here, I guess.
It's not terrible.
You wonder even about that yellow run back to try and
Well,
get
they're going to
something
come
in
and
there.
talk to it. We're going to listen to this conversation because this is a crucial decision. The Americans are in real risk here.
I think everybody's tired.
This
I mean,
will
they're only lying
Telling
two.
comments
This will
there.
drag pretty hard. The
Like
thing
if you
is,
smash, like yeah, you could probably, but he can't get very much because you can't. I mean, you can probably get what you need though. You saw how much your last one even finished in there.
Normal?
you could throw, yeah,
But the
normal at
question
it.
is if losing, I mean, if you freeze this right now, they're lying two. It's whether or not we think that they can get this out of here, like this out of here like that.
That'll spin like crazy,
No,
I
it'll
think.
spin, but they also have to lose some of theirs and put stuff behind the tee line. But they can also make this, right? But
Yeah.
then this would outcount that at least. So, but you can also throw it soft and try to keep this here for us to maybe have to use. Because if we could get this back here, then at least we have something with this.
It's probably the shot.
What's that? Soft or
Yeah,
hard?
soft.
Because you don't got enough to make it this way, you think?
You only got this much of it in the hack.
Right, so that's, I mean, that is probably exactly what you need, but this one probably isn't going very far. But even if it gets moving to here,
Yeah.
if you got, I mean,
I
you
could probably
pretty much
throw
have to make-
normal.
What?
Probably throw normal.
I just don't know that normal is going to move this rock. Well, it should move it pretty good.
If you get a
Yeah.
small piece of it, it'll move it at least to there.
Yeah. Okay.
But if this goes here and this one goes here, it's not that great.
Well, you get piled to run into.
I want this rock to go as far as it can go. Normal's fine.
So they're going to come down the same path that Chris Pleiss threw the first time. The rock that they're throwing at is in the middle of those 3 red stones on the forefoot. They want to hit as much of that as they can see
like
with
basically
Let's
board
just
weight.
want to go here.
And this is the other plan. You could
and
do
they
that.
just run, and then we're still
I
dead.
like this first.
That brings 4 into play.
You like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normal. Skinny that guard.
Overheard a telling comment from John Landsteiner as we look at the American bench. You could hear him say to the coach, everybody's tired.
It's not, you know, that's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
They know what the World Championship entails, and if you're tired or not, you don't want to be saying so.
Repositions the stones. That improves things for the Americans, but Sweden still in a great position here.
Yeah, you know your draw before you come. You know how to plan your time. You know when to rest. You know when to eat.
Han fryser här då.
And there's been a lot of sweeping and a lot of hard exertion this week, so yes, players will be tired.
Jo, gadda kan vi väl, men... Tror han fryser
But it's a
här då
long
om vi
week.
gaddar.
It is a long week.
Gaddar vi här så fryser han här. Han behöver bara ligga halvfryst. Helst skulle man vilja komma hit, men det kan bli en skjutning på trippel.
Terrific opportunity for Sweden.
Ja, det är ett... Säg att vi slår där då.
Jag känner för att ge han det här. Visst, slaget finns
The
ju, men
yellow
alltså,
run is really the
Han
biggest
ska
danger
slå sin egen
shot
gard eller
for
knacka
Sweden
sin
right
egen
now.
gard. Gör en riktigt bra klipp över den garden
Looking
på
at
något
how they
sätt.
can neutralize it.
Jag har dock inget att skjuta själv.
A couple of ways to do that. Throw a guard in
Går
front
ju
of it,
klippa den bara för att öppna upp en egen
duck a stone
skjutning.
around it.
vi kan
You
inte
don't
klippa
like
den nu för
guarding when
att
you've
göra
got the
enklare.
hammer.
You
Sen så vi
certainly
Certainly
måste
not
lämna
round that centre
han får göra
line.
vad han vill med den
You
där.
certainly
Alltså,
do.
låt han spela för matchen. Ja.
And it has now opened the draw in the outturn side
Dubbla de här
for
två hålen
USA
och
to
lägga
come
4.
around.
Chris Pleiss, John Schuster, pretty quiet back there.
För lite risk att han bara vickar in den här någonstans.
I mean, that was a fairly good result from Chris Pleiss. He couldn't do much more there. He's opened things up.
Är vi kvar någonstans här ute i
He's given John options with his last stones now.
Blir kvar här så kan han ju välja att frysa den
He
där.
has, but can you overthink this one if you're Sweden? You're lying too guarded.
Få en fjärde sten i spelen då.
You're going to leave a high degree of difficulty shot for
Ligger du
John.
kvar på kanten så är det
Den lilla
perfekt.
tappen sen troligtvis för 2 om man.
Nicholas Edin and Oscar Eriksson, very analytical minds, constantly
Vi
talking.
var inte råka riva med bak stormstenen.
Den där ska ju vara klipparen där!
For me, do you ever double off the stones at the back, roll in behind the pile and say to John, come on and throw
Vi
it?
ligger ju 3 så det
Game
där
on the
kanske är
line?
onödigt. Klipper vi den så är den här
I think
mycket
that would give
svårare
John an
att
easier
hålla
shot, maybe with the next, but not now.
Timeout is going to be called by Sweden.
Jag kanske är inne på den faktiskt, för då har vi just det här slaget.
Ja, vad det Åge nämnde. Att bara klippa den. Det känns ju som ett bra alternativ.
Klippa den höga garden, då har han jävligt lite alternativ alltså. Då måste han
Okej, jag tror fortfarande han kommer frysa. Jag tror han fryser.
Ja, fast då har vi det.
The yellow stone just to the right of the center line, short of the rings. That's the risk shot.
egen också.
Fast den kan han inte slå och bli bättre än den stenen.
Button also available on the outturn side for a draw for the
då ligger
Americans.
vi ändå...
Han har ju dock... Får han frysen någorlunda okej och vi inte stickar den. Den här slashen finns fortfarande där för forsa då.
And just tap up and bring another one into the forefoot.
Jag kan ju gå in och tappa den här redan nu också, men det kan ju bli att det kan bli lätt.
Ja, det skulle kunna bli någonting sån här.
Jag känner lite så här, han kommer spela frys eller tap här vad vi än gör. Så antingen spelar vi den, då blir det spela mot matchen. Då spelar vi lite mer safe, tar den här, då spelar vi kanske
what shot do you want to leave your
han
opponent?
gör den bra.
Tipper vi garden känns som
Leave them the hard one.
Well, and the hard one for them.
Vi är nöjda med 2, men det kan ju bli mer också.
Det kan fortfarande bli mer. Så jag gillar den här för att välja ändå att spela på skjutningen och inte få den bra. Då blir det nästan 4 då.
Ja, ni får tanke då.
Ja, när du sa den uppgiften så tycker jag att den är nice. Ja, för det här känns som att han måste nästla in någonting här för att komma ur det. Om vi tar den, då är den skjutningen kort. Oavsett vad han gör.
Jag hade inte
Han har
tänkt
frysningen här för att ligga andra sten.
Gör han det?
Även att det är nära gard, men han behöver ju bara... Han kan ligga halvfrys och vi kan inte jaga den.
Vi kan spela tungt på den, ner så, och få bort den. Eller skicka in den och bara dubbla bort de 2, ligga de 2.
Eller tappa och lägga 2.
Don't want to foreshadow anything bad.
Så länge vi tar poängen så är vi ändå stora favoriter i matchen.
Sweden calling a timeout, and there was a long discussion.
Direkt när jag tänkte på den här så kändes den ganska given tycker jag.
Shot afterwards was a half shot.
Om du gillar annat så här på det också.
Jag var inne på det innan vi åkte ner också, att det här kan vara ett okej slag.
Då kör vi den.
Long
Det är
discussion
ganska
here.
troligt att göra i alla fall. Så.
Inget här är någon risk. Den här är inte inne, den kan inte sticka bättre än någon. Så länge de går över de här så är den bra.
Jag tror han lär ju spela frysen. Tror inte han kan spela mjukskjutning. Han kan ju vicka in på locket också.
Ja. Har han vicken på den bakre lätt eller?
So what have we settled on? Is he actually going to hit the front stone?
Möjligt att han kan skjuta och få
Is he
rullen.
hitting yellow?
Då har vi en dubbelskjutning. Ja. Den här garden.
No, he's going to be running the center
He's
guard.
running the center yellow back onto the red.
Just clearing
No,
it.
just clearing.
Opening up the run for himself. The red run straight back. So I guess the rationale behind that call, Rona, give John the yellow run. If he makes it, we've got the red run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boy, oh boy, what a long discussion after that, for that shot.
I mean, if I ever
It
go
was so
there,
tempting, I
I guess
think,
I
though,
could
for
go here
Sweden to
just
come
as
around.
easily and just kind of cock this up too.
My problem is
It's a
there's a
sensible
lot
call,
of roll.
probably.
Right.
That run's gone.
Well, if the run's not gone if I miss the roll.
No, if you make the roll, the run's gone.
Right. Okay. I think let's play this.
Okay.
Right?
Let's just play with control, I think.
Okay.
Because I think in order to dead nut it, we got to be a tiny bit high, right?
Dead nose is good with control.
Because also there, Sweden taking the double to live 5 would really put the pressure on USA to make that draw.
Like there, Chris, like right on the P of Pioneer here?
I think so,
right
yeah.
in the middle of the P.
But they've talked it through as their options, so
I mean, you could always maybe make this
Nicholas
too.
looking at what he's leaving himself.
That's fine too, yeah.
You want this
That
one,
redstone on the center line,
Yeah.
short of the rings. That's the one Nicholas Edin was saying. I want that one in my pocket. Give you this one, John. See if you make it. If you don't, or if you do, I can use that red one myself.
And Sweden were also thinking if John Schuster catches us slightly on the high side, the red would jam on the back yellows. But he's just playing a tap-up weight. He's not playing big weight.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
Hard!
Really gotta go.
Go, Matt! You got it! Gotta go, though!
Is this going to overcurl, though?
Oh, back one!
It will overcurl.
Okay.
Gets the back one. Gets sort of second prize.
But that yellow's still usable for USA.
One at a time.
Now you go around. Surely.
Yeah.
He could hit and roll off that yellow that John Schuster just tapped in.
Still leaves the run, though.
Yeah, but that run's always going to be there, and Nicholas was happy to leave that.
But do you neutralize the run if you draw around front forefoot?
Och då blir han ju overlapped också, men då kommer han ju... Han måste ju nästan få den att vicka in för att den ska vara bra. Kommer ju vara lite öppen med luft här, så kan det vara att trycker vi den här lite långt så kan han ju bara nästan bara vicka in här. Tycker det där ligger okej. Är det någon mening att
Heard
göra
John
någonting
Schuster
här?
say the other night, don't leave me the same shot twice.
Yeah, you always say that you don't want to leave your opposition that same shot twice because they will make it the second time.
Stone did roll to a different place,
Låta
though,
den
so
ligga bättre.
even though it might be a raise, it won't be the same shot.
Frysa insida så vi kanske så vi ligger ändå mot gul liksom. Vilka dit. Ja. Ja, vilka en deci. Jag tror inte det är någon nackdel. Ligger vi 3 så har han ändå ingenting på den sidan. Det är ändå den
A
uppgiften.
heavy draw by Kevin Cooey has allowed a draw for 2. Benoit Schwartz needs to be in the 8-foot.
Get the feeling that the Swiss are just playing out the string and they'll get to the 6th end and probably concede.
Gets a 2 nicely. Canada now lead 9-3 after 5. Yeah, Switzerland will be hoping, you know, they'll be in the playoff scenario later this week, so it's still good to have to play ends and work out what you're doing.
It's true. We also talked about energy, though, and they do want to save some strength. They do have another game tonight. Trying to get to nose here. Sit in front of the American stone. Nice shot. Not third shot, however.
Yeah, because if Schuster makes this raise now perfectly, Nicholas Edin might not have the chance to move that other yellow.
Preston's how to get there. I mean, this is that big curl. I mean, I could be kind of anywhere in here. It's probably okay.
Got the inside on this one?
Got to get there.
It's going to be a draw.
Yeah, just looking at the dead freeze on that red.
We were
And
throwing this pre-game.
Nicholas could have come in there in the interim.
That's the shot I would have thrown, to be honest. I would
You think
have
that's
thrown
for
a
sure
draw
enough,
around
right?
the
I think
yellow.
that's for sure,
The path
Bob.
that John's coming down now, but Edin electing to hit the stones on the wings.
You can see Nicholas' theory of keeping everything as open as possible when he has hammer, but he could have killed the end, blocked the door here if he'd blocked the raise and the draw in.
400? Yeah. 400. They threw a couple big sweeps on this big wide draw.
John Schuster would have maybe had to go for the out-turn draw, which is very, very hard. Not a lot of room there.
So Schuster trying to neutralize Sweden. We'll take a look at the split time. It's been running about 14-5. Hog line to hog line to get the T-line.
No good line.
Schuster doesn't like the line yet. It's getting better now. Here it comes. Have they left it too long? Are they going to get by the front? Are they going to get by the front? They just get it by. Oh, that's a fantastic shot by John Schuster.
Great shot, Johnny.
Did that thing go? Wow, did that curl.
Yeah, and I think Nicholas Edin has really made it very hard for himself at this end.
I agree. I think
They were lying so well.
Yeah, I think the shot choice on that first shot of Nick's was just the wrong choice.
They can't even raise the red onto that now without jamming. Having to draw for 2. Whereas really they could set up a 3 or a 4 at this end.
Yeah, this end had 4 written all over it, but Sweden with some questionable tactics, I think. Now have to get a piece of the button around that stone in the front forefoot just to get 2. They could also hit and roll off their own. I wonder which is easier. I think Nick is thinking the draw's probably easier. They're both tough.
Yeah, very tough draw just to get 2.
This would be the force of all forces if the USA can force a 1 here.
Hur är linjen?
Känns bra, linjen är bra.
Bra linje.
Bara fart. Lite tight. Det är bra linje, bara fart, bara fart.
Check the split time. This one's got a head of steam, 14-1. Weight is all there. Now it's starting to come down. Gotta get it by the front one. They just get it by. Is it gonna stop? No, I think that is only a single. It's gonna be close. 1 for sure.
Yep, just the 1. A very strange end tactically by Sweden there. It allowed US to come in. John Schuster will be one happy man.
Absolutely. He got out of jail. But Nicholas Edin gave him the key to the door. Single point. John Schuster burgles his way to his force.
The way to not tip the cap.
Sweden leads at 3-2 after 5.
I think sometimes when people and sweepers, like,
First end action, Sweden with last rock. Nicholas Edin trying a double angle raise takeout to score 2. Has to catch the top one thin, goes across the top, makes the hit, spins but hangs around. A great deuce for Sweden to open the scoring in this game. Second end, John Schuster with an open hit here to tie it up.
Board up. Yep. Just to it. Clean, you're good.
No problem for the U.S. skip. Puts it on the nose, gets the pair, and it's tied up at 2 after 2 blank ends. A crazy 5th end and some questionable tactical choices, and a great final stone freeze by Schuster leaves Nicholas Edin having to draw a piece of the button to score a second point. It goes over the button but past it and just deep enough, and it is only a single point for Sweden. A fantastic force for the Americans. Updating you on all the session 18 games, Russia leading Norway 5-4. Germany and China are tied up at 3. Canada with a commanding 9-3 lead over Switzerland in our feature game, Sweden leading the USA 3-2.
Ja.
2 minuter kvar.
When he screams,
he's right.
He's right.
All right.
It means he's in panic
I
mode.
just need a lot of talking.
Right on. Just maybe down a minute, but we're pretty close.
I'm down 15 seconds.
Stay ready.
Now we're ahead of them, so that's all that
I
matters.
get a couple points here, 4 stolen. Yeah, it's, if you're thinking that we might need some super in the game, we might take a good.
Yeah, Steiner's, I mean,
Wounded a bit.
if you want to bring him in, I'm totally fine with that. I think Steiner would be too.
Here are the stats at halftime. Total percentage a little bit in favor of Sweden, particularly on their hits. No stolen ends, and it's a tight game. Sweden leading it 3-2.
Man kan ju få force om jag inte är inne.
Matt Hamilton denied on the fist bump. Really interesting conversation in both huddles. And it appears to me like Team USA may be making a player substitution, Rona.
Yeah, I think they were saying to Corey Dropkin to go and warm up. Maybe just getting some fresh blood into the team. When people are flagging and the tiredness is starting to set in, as soon as you highlight that and say that, then you're just not going to be able to give 100%.
That's a clue, isn't it? Schuster talking to the officials as Christopher Sundgren throws a tight center guard. Landsteiner staying in the game for the moment. .88% for the game.
Well, these guys know that the next couple of days are very important in the medal hunt.
Yeah, this game's really important too.
Either one of you guys.
I feel like Sweden kind of let them in the game, to be honest, Rona.
Yeah, Sweden really had control of that last end and handed it to USA.
We're gonna miss you, Steiner. We're gonna love watching you walk away. At the end of this, I hate to watch it. I hate to.
93% for Christopher Sundgren.
Bra. Linjen är bra.
Yeah, it was as if Sweden had too much chatting and decision making, and rather than just going with the first instinct.
Yep. I thought they completely overthought that whole situation, the whole end.
And if John Landsteiner is feeling tired and just, you know, he maybe feels he can't give his best to sweeping and judging and everything else, so bring in Corey Dropkin. He's been sitting on the bench, throwing stones at night, so knows the weight.
Corey is a very capable replacement.
Very much so.
Back here's actually going to help us right now, actually. Keep going, keep going.
So now USA have got the hammer. They would love to score their 2 and 6.
All right, Steiner. That's fair, bud.
That'll work, buddy.
USA can make the substitution at any time. They don't have to wait for the end to complete, but we suspect the substitution will be made when this end is over.
White linan. Ögat.
Rasmus Rana. We'll have to now give him a new nickname, I think. We'll have to call him the accountant or something like that. 78%.
Mellan. Känns bra. Känns tight, men det är ganska mycket in-out där, så jag vet inte riktigt. Ja, den är lite för lång. Känns tight.
Ja, han behöver stanna.
Han kommer kalla över. Han bara stanna. Riktigt tight slide.
Long center. Well, we've had a little bit of everything this morning, Rona Howie, on a Friday morning.
That's like bored. Okay.
That's an unusual strategy. Now it's Rasmus that's stretching out his knee. Are we going to have a double substitution?
Like back line
split under our corner. That's terrible.
Just get their out of the line anyways.
Okay.
You can push it into the middle. It'd be great.
That better than trying to run
back
that
line.
center towards it? I don't hate this. I just think
players throwing out a rotation, possible player substitution. Some strange strategy.
Matt Hamilton
right off.
Playing with the mascot.
Yes, that's right. Denied on the fist bump.
No, not you, Chris. It's Lance. We're missing everything. We're missing everything by feet.
Yeah, it was a bad slide by Hamilton. I think fatigue definitely creeping in here for the Americans. It's not just John Landsteiner.
But yet, at the fifth end break, USA seemed the more relaxed team.
Well, they just got a get out of jail card. They could have dropped 5. They got a fantastic force. You're feeling like you're back in control of the game again in that situation. But yeah, poor slide there from Hamilton, and it's a miss. Rasmus Rana, after flexing his knee.
Okej, fart. Upp om något. Sent.
Hård.
Wow. Sent. Beveka kanten istället.
Like to keep the shooter in here.
It's going to roll right across the rings out to the wing. It will stick around.
Really nice shot.
Ha koll på farten.
You can go get it right in here too. You like that at all or no?
I thought it was the same shot. Or
You
just
even
from the
here?
triple. I actually think I like the run now at this point.
Might have to run, John.
What's that? You like the run?
Think
Yeah,
so.
you can go this way too and just peel.
Yeah.
Or do you want to try to make contact here?
I think you made contact.
I think you try and make contact.
Okay. You want to throw out turn and cross it?
Sure.
I think I just like
Sweep
the
one
angle
more.
better.
Whatever you need to do.
Yeah, USA now realise that that centre blocked up isn't going to help them at all.
Whoa. And you're going right through the hole.
Into no man's land. Gets no contact. Clears the front, though.
All right. Probably get out of this in the blank here. Or hitting that side back one. Just run that top one to the side.
There's Corey Dropkin
Probably
warming
make a
up.
triple.
Yeah, the
U.S.
triple's
alternate. So it does look like he's getting ready to come into the game.
Tia.
Oscar Eriksson.
Bara rent. Tino.
That's what the alternates are here for. Need to be ready to come onto the ice and play, and come onto the ice and theoretically play at any position. Nose hit.
Tino. I mean, we can get them all, but we're forced if we do it. I mean, that's over there now. I think we got to just make this.
Force is better than a steal.
That's right,
You can
Chris.
make it this way too, theoretically. Make these two go away, Chris, and roll to a corner. Peel still. It's just an inch off nose.
Yep, that's a danger stone for USA if Sweden were to come around. Sweden can use it to raise, so USA just getting rid of it. Trying to take another one with it.
Good shot.
Very nice, Chris.
Clears the front and kills one of the Swedish stones in the rings. Nice shot from Chris Pleiss.
Good call. Good call.
Riktigt dålig.
Blir det lite staggers kan de är runda. Tror du de kommer göra det då? Okej. Vänta bara på att dra ut det här, men... Ja. Kan väl hända, men jag tror de kommer spela för att säkert ta poängen, ja.
Det brukar vara fel på varje gång annars.
Okej. Vill ni runda istället så gör vi det.
Nej, inte runda.
Nej, inte runda.
Dra ut på kant i så fall.
I sådana fall hit.
Sweden taking a lot of time to make their decisions today, Rona.
Kan lägga garden om du gillar det
Yeah,
mycket
and
mer
it's
så.
always when they're lying
Du
well.
måste sätta 2 dubblar för att komma ur det.
Ja, jag är på båda. Säg ni. Vi tänkte där. Ja. Vilken höjd?
They split the house and really try and force here, because if USA get a roll behind that centre one or draw behind it, Sweden can raise it. So they don't want to put up a long guard that could be useful to USA.
Oscar Eriksson, 89% for the week, 89% for the game.
Risk.
Bara där då.
Sweeper's not laying a brush to this one yet, though. Maybe a fraction heavy. It will hang around in the back ring.
Det är så.
Try to get them all. Make that. It's quarter rock is close.
Chris Pleiss, 73% this afternoon, or this morning rather, but into the 80s for the week.
Hard! Hard!
Looking for a little bit of inside action.
Get out.
Gets a nudge. Does he push it through? Yes, he does. Two nice stones from Chris Pleiss this end.
I think they would have went.
Keeping the blank alive for Team USA. Let's look at Canada, Switzerland.
Great in off from Ben Moore-Schwartz. Switzerland now lie 3. But he was unlucky. He should have just spun out into the open. Allowed Kevin Cooey the chance just for a nose hit.
Just clean. Yep. Easy, easy.
Clean. Clean.
Seem quite happy. Clean's a good sign. And perfect. Canada 10-3, and it's a shake of hands. Switzerland say, yep, there's no comeback here.
Switzerland suffering that early bad break with a pick stone, giving up a steal of 5, and they're going to save their energy for their final game. Canada, another victory. Much to the delight of the fans here in Lethbridge.
So Canada will move on to 8 wins. Switzerland stay on 8 wins.
So that gives Canada the edge in the head-to-head tie-break scenario
2
there.
inches behind T.
Canada still with a chance to make the top 2.
4-4-5.
That victory was a big one for them. Schuster, 80% for the game.
95, right? Felt soft.
Careful, fellas. Careful.
Got room right now.
It's close. See you. Heavy clean. Heavy clean.
Got room right now.
Feels heavy to me. Feels heavy. A lot of curling to do still. Curl.
John Schuster loves throwing the draws. Just a little bounce.
Good throw.
I thought that would get there easy.
What?
That's enough
Just
of
that
a
nose
gap
sweep,
for
though.
Nicholas Edin.
Just natural. Just doesn't have quite the.
It's a good throw.
I know Nick will deny it, but it's almost a situation where you feel like the Americans are in his head a little bit here. They're spending an awful lot of time talking over shot options. They're in control here. I mean, Sweden are in good shape, but could be so much more.
Yep, they've definitely controlled many of the ends. But as you say, you know, it's something you get into your head, isn't it? In sport, if you lose constantly to the same team, you need to get over that hill and you need to get that win.
Yep.
Because before the Olympics, Sweden had a very good record against USA.
Really baby.
But I think it was because
What's that you had for?
94.
the Swedish boys, especially Nicholas, that gold medal was all he wanted.
They want it so much. You can want something too much sometimes.
So to get that taken away, it's had an impact on him. And he needs to still get over that.
Yeah.
Hands down, guys.
And a good start would be finishing the job this morning against Team USA.
Take a look.
John Schuster needs a piece of the 8-foot, drawing against 2, so it's a good force here for Sweden. They're going to force the USA to take a single. Hamilton and Landsteiner seem happy enough with it, and it does come into the 8-foot circle, so it will be a single point for the Americans.
What do you have on it?
Sweden will get the hammer back in 7.
Okay.
Schuster makes the draw for 1.
Yeah, that's
After
right.
6 ends, we are
Lancer,
deadlocked
hate to see it
at
leave,
3.
but
Welcome to the show.
There you go. I'm curling, buddy. For a guard, probably. 405 is good.
Welcome back live to the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship, our feature game. Sweden and Team USA. And Team USA have, in fact, made a player substitution, so entering the game, as we see from above, is alternate Corey Dropkin.
I got there, right there.
Who now slots in at the lead position, replacing John Landsteiner.
Matt, never you.
2-3.
Okay, line's good.
3.
Easy.
3.
Looks like it's really gliding here.
It's not real. It's short.
Okay, good. Let it be as short as it'll stop. 15-3. Never. Never.
Good start.
Corey plays a lot of mixed doubles.
I've been throwing 75 like all practice.
There's a big smile. There's Corey Dropkin, 23 years of age. That's hard to do. I mean,
Good
you
job,
come off
Corey.
the bench. You haven't had anything except a couple of practice slides. You didn't get the pregame practice. So you just need, just from feel, to be able to throw a tight center guard, and Dropkin made it perfect.
The only benefit for Corey is every night he's been throwing rocks when they've been matching stones, so he's certainly thrown plenty to see what draw weight is.
No doubt. Alternate players do spend a lot of time in the evenings with the coaches, throwing practice rocks, matching stones. Corey Dropkin.
I got there.
1-2.
Okay, clean it up.
Whoa then, just one.
Corey's also a really strong
I prefer
sweeper.
the high side of center, but over and off.
Okay. We're over. We're over.
Sit.
I've seen him compete at World Mixed Doubles.
It's fair, bud.
Job, Corey.
Two beauties from Corey Dropkin. There's a smile from Corey. Wow, made him.
He's like, can I go off now?
Yeah, I'm done.
I've played by 2 stones.
I can do it.
Bra linje.
Linjen är bra. Vi vill gå lite grann. Bra linje. Bite 8.
Lite tight.
Bite 8.
Bra linje.
Bra linje. Bite 8.
Alla har den.
Bra fart. Bite 8.
Sweden's got the hammer here in 7.
Ja.
Ordinarily, you'd be thinking blank here, but we saw a couple of ends ago, they had it all set up for a big end.
15-0.
Made a kind of a dodgy strategy call at the last to let the Americans force the single, but this end is building up in a very similar kind of way, Ronan. Lots of stuff around the center.
Certainly is. It's identical at the moment, and this was just where Matt Hamilton was wide and heavy and flashed everything the last time.
Back line.
Don't want to do that again.
12-3.
Hack.
Deja vu.
Deja vu all over again.
Will Sweden make the same calls?
I don't know.
Well, I think they could make 6 of the same calls quite happily. It's more about the 7th.
Ja, det är bra.
Rasmus Rana. Really seen Rasmus flexing that knee, and I'm wondering, we've seen John Landsteiner go off. Rasmus looks like he's in some discomfort himself out there.
Bra linje, får den bakom 10 bara, så är det bra. 14-5.
Just drawing out to the wing, give some separation.
That's a nice shot. Good spot.
Perfekt. Snyggt. 14-5. Bra.
Let's give you an update now. Russia-Norway.
Norway line 1, top of the 4-foot. But there is a chance now for Russia, an open hit for 2. Sergei Glukov.
3.
All good on the nose, and a score of 2. Russia now leads 7-4 after 6 ends.
You gotta get to the tee. Go, Chris, go.
Hamilton draws one into the back of the forefoot, half around. Maybe a corner of it available on the in-turn side for the Swedes to follow. It's a pretty good shot.
Do you guys ever want me to just...
Switch
Hackfart liksom. Splittar man den så blir det helt okej. Ta den ner hit så är det bra. Kommer man med gömd så kommer den här vara ganska lätt att skjuta ner också. Ja, exakt. Den är inte så lätt att göra så mycket bättre än så här. Det är nära garden som är problem, men samtidigt bara ta den nu så... Jag kan den så lägger den! Båda garderna kanske är ett problem i och för sig. Jag tror vi försöker. Ja, jag gillar den.
Så jäkla trångt.
Det gillar jag också.
Ja, hackfart så. Skulle det bli en split i garden in hit så är den bra också.
Yeah, so just hack weight, go for the shot, but if you take the guard, that's good too.
Nästan lika lätt på den här sidan. Ja. Vad gillar du, Fis?
Couple of options here for Sweden. Either of them would be good. Plan A, get to the shot rock, push it out. Plan B, over curls a little bit, clip the front guard, open it up a bit.
Bra fart.
Bra fart.
Kanske lite hårt.
Genom.
Rent, ligger bra. Wow. Ja, lite
Genom
mer hack.
Hack.
Rent. Hack plus.
Hack.
Ja.
Bara hack.
Sundgren trying to hold the line past the front stone.
Fortsätt gå,
They
fortsätt
get
gå.
it by. Trying to get a spill now, just take it away from the forefoot. Very nicely played by Rasmus Rana. Sweden lies 4. They've got the hammer.
Bra. Bra.
Really nice touch there from Rasmus. Well, if we were playing poker for the USA, looking like they're all in here, Rona.
Little one. Top 4, T.
Yeah, and they've got the 2 guards out front as cover. You know, they wanted Corey to put them there, so they need to use them.
Line's very close.
Different story when you're looking at 4, however.
But the Reds aren't well lined up for Sweden that are at the top of the tee.
Absolutely right. They're staggered. Good looking stone. Oh, that's a much better draw.
Great shot.
Good job, bud.
Great shot from Chris Pleiss.
And yeah, I think you're going to see Sweden go for the double rip.
Men då blir vi kvar där.
Ifall vi bara klipper över det så är det okej. Då kan vi
Den som
sätta
har
ner
dubbla
den andra.
They
garderna.
are kind of lined up the front stone, so if you could ever get that top red stone front 8 foot in motion, chances are it runs back and picks off the American shot. If they choose to play
Ganska
that.
lång dubbel. Den går absolut. De är jämn höjd.
Nicholas Edin also thinks we can jump off our own, kick it sideways, push it out the side door.
Very flat.
It is really flat. And of course, when you do that, you lose your counters.
Ifall vi klipper över bara så har vi alltid gul ner på den sidan sen.
And it's the simplicity again, back to opening the front when you've got the
Exactly.
hammer.
Play the straightforward shot instead of the circus shot.
Lite extra.
Yeah, the game's back to Peels. If Sweden can get a 2 here, they would be happy.
Well, and they've got a good chance to get so much more if they get a double clear here from Eriksson. Just a single.
Ändå nice. Känns som vi alltid kan sätta ner den där på den sidan, va?
Red not quite lined up to the backstone.
No, and it now gives USA a great chance to come right in here.
Lite jobbig om man skulle missa den så är det ju riktigt dåligt.
They could come right in top 4. They could guard.
You want to throw a same turn or the straighter ones?
20. 20.
Yep, just going for the guard.
Yeah, that's the sensible play.
Love it.
One.
Lots of
Baby
drilling to do.
Baby at line should be good.
Yeah, we're 2.
Let it die. Lean it. Lean, Court.
We're clean heavy.
Line should be good.
Yep, go ahead, Court.
2.
Easy now, easy. Whoa. All right, Chris.
Good throw, Chris. Attaboy.
Center guard up. Are lined up a little better. If the U.S. wanted to try a double clear, they could even maybe get a piece of the red if they wanted to play into the rings now.
Spela lite lugnare nu. Lite mer kontrollerad fart. Ja.
Yeah, the double peel is there for Sweden, but they feel they can get round to that as well. But it's the sensible call that they have to go back to.
Täcka linan och lite till.
Can Oscar lift the 2 this time? He really is needing to.
Got some curling to do. Nope, just one. USA breathes a sigh of relief.
That's not the end of the
Well,
world.
actually, that's not the end. That's
not the end of the world. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's stuck here. Okay, fair enough.
USA
I just had you there, Chris.
in a
I
good
think
position
it's
for a steal here.
We're probably looking for 4-0,
what'd you have on me?
4-5.
We're going around top.
We're going to try and be top
That
button.
wouldn't be disastrous for Sweden, but given how the end started,
But if it's 2 hours, it's fine. We just got to make
they
sure
would
we're
feel like
1-2
this would
for
be
sure.
another big opportunity that just got away
I
from
think
them.
I'd prefer it to be like top 4 foot, but
Okay.
it has to be buried, so we just don't really have any choice at the end.
All right, it's a good one. You got it.
Because the outturn side for Sweden coming down, they would just need a wee tap on the reds to bring that second one into the 4 foot. Not to actually move the yellow, but just bring it in.
Yeah, that's what I thought, a shot that they might try on Oscar's last one, but the double clear would have been better had they made it.
408. What? Where?
Yeah, John.
Schuster trying to draw around again. Front button, saying he needs to be fully buried. Cannot leave it out here, otherwise Adine could double them off and Sweden could be right back in there for a big end.
Top button.
Whoa! T-line. T-line. Somebody go back here. Yep, go
This
for
one's
it.
not going to bury.
Get by! Hard, Corey. Hard, Corey. Hard.
Now trying to sweep it deep, but
I didn't think it was
Schuster,
ever that. Did you say 408?
Adine opened the door for Schuster in the previous end, and now Schuster has opened the door wide for Sweden. Double takeout here.
They can't see a huge amount of it.
Doesn't have to hit much of it though, does he, Rona?
He doesn't.
The way that they're angled, you hit a quarter of that, they both go, you lie 4. He's going to have to squeak the center guard, but the shot is definitely there. There's a great look. You could see a quarter of that stone. That's all you got to hit.
John Schuster could have been anywhere short there.
Yep, that was
cause a problem.
Exactly right.
What's that? I don't think. I mean, all you got to do is make this through here in the game.
Sweden being offered a gift, have to step up and capitalize.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Are they by the front? Just! There they go. Nice shot.
Nice.
Watch how close this comes to the center guard. But as soon as he's past that center guard, that shot was always going to be made. Nice stone.
Yeah. And John Schuster really opened the door there for Sweden.
Totally.
Anywhere short. But they still have the opportunity to come around here.
Well, now it's all or nothing.
They've got the whole 4 foot to play with.
Miss if I make this though.
I don't hate that if you like it, John.
I mean, we've thrown control here a few times. I can
Now
throw
they're talking
normal.
about hitting.
It's probably
and then
control.
if it runs.
It's control of that Barack.
Trying to take the red and roll in behind.
Roll the back 4 foot. He's got to try something here.
The question is how it's the best way to. I mean, I guess we could just.
Is that going to be easier than just drawing back there?
Isn't it easier to draw there?
Well,
I'm
if you
thinking the
draw
same
the
thing.
back 4, he's got the easy in off for 4.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to be above the T line.
Yeah.
If you're just drawing.
Yeah.
Trying to roll all the way, right?
Right buried, yeah.
So they could draw, but John making a very good
Based on
point.
my run
If they
back
do
after
draw
Chris,
there,
I think I actually need a little more still because that
Sweden
run was
could
up
play
high.
the
We had
jump
that much, yep.
off the side stone. There's John Landsteiner, who's come out of the
Okay.
game,
About a half
looking
rock?
on from the coach's bench.
You got John.
No, it's probably.
Thick
Yeah,
half.
I'm gonna let Chris call it.
Got ice on the arm, so John's
Control.
obviously injured.
Yep. Close, yep. Come on, Corey. Hard! Come on, Corey. Come on. Hard! Go! Go, 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 yes! Go, go!
Trying to save the shooter. Are they going to roll too far? Yes, they are.
It's gone.
It's going to be an open draw for 4 for Nicholas Edin. Schuster trying to control weight, hit and roll, catches it a bit thin, over curls, spills.
Hard, eh? Yeah.
Maybe the game right there. Nicholas Edin already walking back. He says, I've made that already. That's perfect. That's some confidence for you. Rana just guides it into the rings. It will, in fact, be 4 red. Sweden with the hammer of Thor, throwing a 4 on the board. They now lead at 7-3.
Okay. You know, the first time you said it, I almost went, oh, first time playing with me, because I was laughing.
Okay.
Not, it's just
My bad. Sorry. What did you say? Oh, so you got this.
Both times I threw, I said, oh.
Okay.
Good first two. Got him set up perfect for a 4. Yeah, like.
Just go for 2 or 3.
Well,
yeah.
We are live from Lethbridge, Alberta at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championships 2019. Feature match Sweden-USA. It's a rematch of the Olympic gold medal game. And it looks like Sweden may be getting a small measure of revenge this morning on Hans Fraunlob here with Rona Howie. Rona, a huge 4 for Sweden. Gives them
really
real control.
Very well executed. But if John Schuster's first stone had been short, it would have been a different story. Sweden could have been fighting for their 1 there. So just 1 stone can turn the end on its head, and Sweden capitalised straight away.
1, 2.
And that's what Sweden are very, very good at, being patient. They can build and build, but if it doesn't work, that's okay. We'll do it again and again. And just wait for that chance, and then they strike.
Well, they struck like a cobra in the 7th end. That's a huge 4. Been checking with the statistical department as we head near to the end of the round robin, and Christopher Sundgren. It's a pretty good day. Up in the 90s as usual for Chris.
Yeah.
We've been told that Sweden, if they win this game, will clinch the 1 seed. So with a 7-3 lead, 4 ends to go. It's quite a prize if Nicholas Edin can run this one out, Rona. USA, if they drop this one, they would fall to 7-4. That would put them a little bit in the danger zone.
Didn't give it as much.
The way things are spinning out this week, lots of combinations yet. There's only 2 teams that have actually qualified. 8 wins will make you safe. We think 9 wins get you in for sure.
Well, that's Switzerland now lost there to Canada, so they stay on 8 as well.
Right.
USA played Norway in their last game.
Corner guards up now for Team USA.
But Sweden play Italy.
And here is a look at the standings. Sweden 9-1. They've already qualified, but a 10th win would put them to 10-1, and that would clinch them first place. Canada at 8-3 now. Japan also at 8-3. Swiss fall to 8-3. USA in danger of falling to 7-4. Right behind them is Scotland, hungrily trying to get 2 wins today to put themselves into the playoff picture. Stay tuned all day, folks. Lots of ways this could go just yet. Rasmus Rana.
Linjen är bra. Lite kvarsatt liksom. Kan gå rakt.
Kanske är lite lös.
Hake. Bra linje. Gå om ni vill. Bra linje. Perfekt linje.
Do hope that John Landsteiner's injury isn't serious.
Bra fart.
He has had that bandage on his arm for a couple of days now.
Lite extra curling där också som din krippa.
It could be an old injury that's just flared up a bit with all the sweeping. There's certainly been plenty of that.
Rasmus Rana with a big edge over Matt Hamilton this morning. 68% for Matt, really struggling on his hits.
Yeah, Matt Hamilton was first of the second players coming into this game. So he's had a really strong week, but not a good morning today.
I want a 7 out of this thing.
T-line. Line's good. We're close to T.
Got some curling to do too. Ooh, it's all
back
here,
T.
fellas.
We're back T for sure.
Way back. It's okay. Just need to keep some house. Can't get buried.
The Americans don't mind if this is sliding deep as long as it's covered. It's a good shot.
Still plenty ends to go, and as we've seen with the 5 rock rule, we've seen big ends being scored here this week.
It's true. Well, Sweden is now in the happy situation of being able to trade 2s for 1s and still win the game. Playing now in the 8th end. So if the USA deuce, Sweden score 1, the USA deuce and 10, that wouldn't be enough.
I like keeping it around, but
as you point out, Ron, in the 5 rock free guard zone era,
I mean, I guess
3s
they're
are always a
probably going there,
possibility.
Is nose any good on the guards?
What's that? You could freeze the nose. Even a little high
Yep,
side stuff
Sweden
to get
can't
rid of, right?
relax at all, even just by getting that 4.
Free intern slash out, doesn't it?
They need to keep their wits about them.
No.
You like to freeze it all?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. Go back here too.
That was my first thought, kind of.
I don't hate that either.
Let's do it.
Could tap it around. Okay.
Probably even up here, Matt.
Okay.
It's full back 4 foot or just biting back 4, guys.
Okay.
One thing I've noticed in curling lingo this year, Rona,
Top 8.
Really?
players don't like shots anymore. They just don't hate them.
Go, Corey.
Score, go ahead.
Go,
Yeah,
Corey.
I don't know if that's a negative psychology or what.
Really going, go.
You get it, Corey. Come on.
Yeah,
Never off, fellas. Go.
you like a shot, you love a shot. I just don't hate it. Well, that's a great shot there.
Yep, Matt Hamilton likes that one.
Good sweeping, boys.
Good sweep, Chris.
Yeah, and instead of saying, no, I don't really like that option. No, I don't hate this one.
Don't hate it.
And not want to leave this for
Don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Just the icing when you get.
Good brushing there.
It's that love-hate relationship you have with the stones.
That's true.
40% eller tunnare. Lite tunnare kan man sticka på egen också. Ja. Så. Ja. Lite drygt en sop emellan.
Sweden making the percentage play here, which is to rip the corner guard. Could drive it in on an angle, pick off the American stone.
Yep.
Yeah, the run back on the reds in the centre looks very inviting for Sweden.
Well, straight run instead to pick off the shot rock. Nice shot by Oscar Eriksson. Either of those results was a good one for the Swedes. That's more like the Oscar Eriksson we know, and there is a 90%. Consistently excellent. Chris Pleiss, 79. He's made some nice shots, but like Matt, struggling a little bit on his hits.
Just a little inside nose.
All right, I can give you that same way I gave you last time.
Yeah, ideally,
4-0.
USA could come in and just half check that red, so that if Sweden play the run back, it would jam, the yellow would jam in the red.
Right there!
You will then.
USA pretty much has to have multiple points in this end to keep the game alive.
Little bounce.
Yeah, I see that.
Bumping a foot.
14. Just let her go, Matt, as long as you can.
Get it to go.
Just let
Close,
her
Maddie.
Want to get to the inside.
That's probably just
Pretty good shot.
Not bad. Good weight. Just gets to nose. They would have loved it to curl another half a rock, though.
Trying to make a shot. Let's.
Inte den sidan är enda risken att den skulle kunna sticka där. Eller jag menar att den skulle kunna sticka, men det är extremt tungt.
Känns ni väldigt
Nästan exakt köpt tror jag för att försöka göra tickdubben där. Ja.
Double run straight back, thin double takeout. That's the kind of stuff the Swedes are talking about.
Att den tar den.
Ja, skulle du ta något på andra sidan också
exakt chapp, vilken han
väldigt nära chappen.
Yeah, it gives lots of options, and Oscar just in the hack and out he goes.
Yep.
Not much delay, not much thinking time. He's off. Just put the brush down, Nicholas. Tell me what I have to do.
Yep. Stone has to curl, though. This one is tracking out a little bit. Gets a bit of action, moves one American stone. Opens up the front.
So a chance now for USA to build a 2 here.
Yeah, that stone just fractionally under curled.
Top side of T-line, unless you want to go deep and make this run longer.
One more look. Wanted to hit squarely on the nose, cut a little bit on the low side. Changes the angles. Does get rid of one American shot.
Han rundar där. Vi kan chappa då.
Sweden though playing the scoreboard. Chris Pleiss going to try and duck around the corner.
Top
They know even if Chris makes this one,
If you need to go deep, then go
back
deep.
12. You guys make the call.
they hit the stone on the
If you need to
button.
go deep, then go deep.
Give up a 2.
Go ahead then. Just when you guys
Not
need.
the end of the world.
Easy, careful. Careful, careful, careful. It's going right through.
This one
Full
has got a
back
bit of
12.
steam.
It's there. It's there.
Yep, I see that.
It's going to slide deep.
Okay, Chris. That's fine.
Chris.
We'll stick around.
Fine, bud.
Awkward angle, so no real double takeout, I don't think, unless Nick is thinking about it.
The Sweden could hit and roll Y2
Jag tror han kommer
and try and force the 1 now,
I agree. I think that's the play.
because that double's not straightforward.
Not at all. Oscar's looking at it, so is
Gör
Nick.
du dubbeln så kommer han ju runda här.
Ja, även då har vi chans.
Då är det max 2. Skulle den här
It's the kind of shot that if you try and miss, you give the Americans a chance to duck around the corner guard and maybe
tror han
get a
rundar
2.
den då. Gillar du att chappa då? Dubbeln är ju det bästa, men
Jag kan tänka mig chappen eller till och med lite så, för då kan han inte gå på dubbeln. Då måste han sätta en perfekt rull. Ja. Annars har vi dubbeln. Eller bara splitta bot. Jag behöver bara pricka.
alltså vickar vi ända hit. Och han
Chappen
drar så kan
känns
vi
rätt
dra
bra,
också.
eller vad?
11.
Vad sa du, eller?
Chappen känns bra, eller?
Ja. Ja. Han kommer ju spela rullen hit då.
Han ska göra den och...
Ja, men gör han den, vad gör vi då?
Chappen eller lite rull vänster så.
Does sound like they've settled on the hit and
Chappen
roll.
eller lite rull mot cornern. Bara en sten liksom. Då kan han inte spela dubbel. Då måste han sätta vicken perfekt.
Ja. 11.
Ja.
Sweden in the happy position now of, if you're making 3/4 shots, you don't have to make perfect shots anymore.
Yeah. But a nice hit and roll here.
Ja, lite hård. 10.
Den är hård!
10. Hård.
But this one's hanging as well.
It's got a lot of weight.
Ja,
Now
vilka
it's making a
poäng!
move.
You don't want to leave a double in there, Reds.
Well, they can leave it kind of angled.
It's not a bad result.
No. Schuster nose doubles. You trade hits.
Could just, when nose goes to the top.
There's the comparison. Again, USA struggling with their hitting right up and down the lineup this morning. 86%
I
for
like
being
that too.
perfect on his hits. Schuster only 60% on his.
Oh, he's probably just going to go back.
No, it's fine. I think I like Matt. I like this. Just roll like here.
Okay.
You want to try and sit in front of this. They
Give me a
can't
little more ice than I just gave you.
take the thin
Almost
double. It
middle
could
eight,
jam
but
in the
maybe roll
back
with it.
yellow,
Yeah, just a
and the
shade
shooter
inside
could
and
roll
out.
out.
Just throw him board.
Yeah.
So just try and sit in front,
But
force an error out of
inside nose
Nicholas.
for this to be great, Chris.
It's a big gamble. You know, you're going to have to score
That's board ice. Is that
a 3 at some point. Three's not
roll out
happening
with
here for
control
me. I kind of make the double or push the red across and try to get my 2 that way. But this is another way to try and generate it. I just think it's tougher.
Little soft.
Whoa.
Board.
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 Whoa. 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 Go ahead, Cor. Give it a try.
Corey.
Again, this one's hanging.
Yep. Got a lot of curling to do to hang around.
Keep going,
Now
keep
it's
going.
making a move. Ericsson's ready to spring them away. It's actually going to jam on the backstone. That's pretty bad for the Americans.
That was one of the worst results possible on that shot. That's why they didn't play the hit, because they knew that's what would happen with the angles.
Sjua, lite utanför mittstenen bara.
So this could be a great force by Sweden.
Update while we're waiting here, and Russia leading Norway 7-5, Germany leading China 5-4, Canada 10-3 winners over Switzerland, and Sweden in control here as well, 7-3 up on the USA. Nick is just going to pick that stone of the Americans off the back ring.
Hårt! Whoa! Yep.
Yep, they know there's no double in those reds.
And they're trying to set up the jam. John Schuster's going to look at it. Almost have to try it in this situation.
Very difficult to remove that other red and not jam it on the yellow.
Yeah, you literally have to hit it full sideways and push it across the face of the backstone.
Yeah, I think I can throw it hard enough to get there. Or do you think I need to throw in to get it? I can get there without turn.
Get there. I'm just
Little
wondering.
shoe
if you gotta
maintenance
throw
there
peel.
from the
I'm
Swedish
throwing
skill.
peel. I think I have. I don't think it'll get there without me throwing peel. It's pretty flat, Matt.
Okay.
It'll stay. It'll stay.
Okay.
John said I can make this.
Good point.
John always thinks that. You got to think that.
You've got to be confident before you sit in the hack.
Completely.
It's like 2/3.
Even though your sweepers are saying,
Yeah.
really?
Well, really?
Is this on?
Challenge for Schuster is it's going to come in from the side, and they're angled to jam on this side. That's why I kind of wondered why Nick didn't try to stick around on that nose hit. Doesn't matter. Tough shot here from Schuster.
Hard, Matt. Hard.
Trying to go flat crosshouse, sideways double to maybe score 2.
Hard.
There's the hit. It's flat. He's pushing it out sideways. There it is! Did he get 2?
Oh, wow.
1 for sure. Terrific shot.
What an effort.
It touched today on the way back.
Terrific shot. Well, now they're kicking it away. We'll wait to hear the settlement. It might have only been a single, but wow.
Good try, John. Good throw.
Good try. So
Yeah,
it does
curls
look like
is like
only
a
a single
millimeter.
point. Watch this. Comes across. Watch it. It'll just graze the Yellowstone going by. Just grazing it enough. Hamilton coming in to try and get a couple of licks on the brush. That hits the backstone just a fraction further back. The Americans get there too. A fantastic try by John Schuster.
Good throw. Good throw.
Great throw, but it's only a single point for the Americans, so the Swedes get their fourth.
Just try to block 4.
Sweden leading 7-4
So
after 8.
I'm going to give you probably edge 4. Put them both on court.
Okay.
Try to put them even up.
Touch.
We are live in Lethbridge, Alberta at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship 2019. Sweden in control. John Schuster with a great attempt at a flat cross-house double to score 2. Just grazing his own stone at the back 12, so it's only a single for the Americans. Sweden 3 up with the hammer, playing 9. I'm Hans Frauenlaub. I'm with Rona Howie, the Olympic champion. Sweden looking to clinch first place overall with a victory here, Rona, and looking pretty good.
Yeah, they're in good shape here. 3 up with the hammer, playing 9. And unfortunately, Corey Dropkin has gone into the rings instead of putting up a guard. So it makes it even easier.
Yeah, Sweden will be happy just to bang away, just remove American stones. They don't care about scoring anymore. They just want to prevent scoring from happening. That was a little bit dicey there from Chris, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, they're happy to hit and run. Any stone now is a friend to the USA.
Not often is a lead that you get a chance. Corey Dropkin.
Corey, your mic's hanging there, Corey.
They always want to throw them, though, when they get the chance.
Kind of like 2,
Well,
actually.
if he played his stones out of order, he might get to play last stone, and he could play appeal too.
Chris says to Rasmus, throw the next one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We did see the Swedes play out of order earlier in the game.
Shot, Corey.
So from a peel to a tick.
To a more conventional peel for the leads in the 5-rock free guard zone rule. Can reposition this stone, just can't remove it completely from play. So Chris is going to dial it back from the peel weight on the last one. So that's a bit of curling to do. No contact yet. Sweeping now to promote a little bit of curl. Can I get a piece? Little piece.
Oh, tiny piece.
Sweden looking to get their own stone out of play. And they do. Christopher Sundgren. Such a steady player. Matt Hamilton.
Little ad, eh? Feels a little soft.
USA in the situation now where they're going to have to steal their way home.
Bobby Corey. Bobby Corey. Get it going, Corey.
Go ahead.
Come on, Corey. Give it up.
Your T line? Yeah, perfect. Backside T is great. Sorry, Matt.
Good.
Really nice come around.
Yeah, very good spot.
Nice weight, Matt. First time you heard that. I heard that when I was a kid once. I was in the top 10 percentile of my group. Of, what was that called? Jump for kick?
Rana with a peel.
And it's great since the Olympic win by John Schuster and his team last year, how much the sport has grown in USA. New facilities popping up.
If you can.
Numbers taking up the sport, really increasing.
Line's good.
Try to be a 2-3.
It really has. And it's
Chris.
across the entire United States.
be a
It's not
2-3
just
out of
in
this
the northeast or the north or the colder places, but you know, in places like Arizona and California.
Good judge,
New
guys.
facilities being built and new players coming to the sport. It's fantastic. Georgia.
The Swedish team are so clinical when they're up in a game. Their peeling ability is second to none.
Really tough to come back on.
418. Little baby ad too, so 420. Good 20.
Chris Pleiss.
3. Baby ad.
Doing what they can. Americans just have to keep throwing up guards and hope for misses.
Line's good. Line's good. On its own. On its own. Nice weight, Chris.
Friday morning, final day of round robin play. We'll have another draw this afternoon, the final draw this evening. We've got 7 teams in playoff contention. Only 6 of them are going to make it to the playoffs. Another nice peel here by Sweden.
Thank you, sir.
As we look
Really
ahead,
there. 20.
anything could happen this afternoon,
I got
of
a
course.
10. Couple
It's
of
looking
speed.
likely that the final round game between Scotland and Italy could be decisive in terms of who makes the playoffs.
Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit
so in the
even
next
that? No, mine's
session,
good.
Italy will be playing Sweden
good.
and Scotland will be playing Germany.
Here, Corey.
So
Always
after
Matt.
that game's finished, it's going to be very clear of what these teams need to do in their final game.
Absolutely.
It's good. Let's clean it up.
Scotland trailing by 1
good.
in the win
way, Chris.
column, so that game against Germany this afternoon for the Scots is essential, but they performed magically last night against Canada, and if they can maintain that kind of game, they're in with a chance. Oscar Eriksson once again throwing the peel. Like clockwork.
Gotta play 10 so we can pad the stats.
Getting 20s on
Couple
Chris's.
more guards. What's that?
No, 20%.
Chris Pleiss
Yeah, I'd throw like
joking
a
with Oscar.
20 for you.
It's great to see. I mean, fierce competitors, but didn't get along as people as well.
Yeah. 3.
Line's out to
Yeah, it really is a great social
Okay,
sport
it's gonna be Corey.
for
Wait,
all
as long
levels
as you
of the
get
game.
Just wait, just wait.
Coming down a little bit.
Just wait a
Okay.
little bit.
These
Close
teams
court.
play each other a lot, of
Wait.
course, on the
keep
tournament
waiting. It's
circuit.
all the way in the
Ah,
house.
we gotta stop. Yes.
A lot of
go.
respect for each other.
On his own, on his own.
Okay.
Nice
Go,
shot.
John.
Okay.
Attempting to try the double on this situation because if you just peel off the front
Good throw.
without making the
Mycket
double,
om man tar. Nej.
you do give the USA a pretty straightforward 2. Or shot at making you look at 2 rather.
Ja. Ser ut som 3/4 är nära. Ja.
Sweden, of course, with the hammer here in 9. Adine trying to run back double. Oh, great shot from Nicholas Adine.
Yep, just about took the hack out at the far end. Chris Pleiss just stopped it in time.
Yes, good goaltending there, Chris. There we see the contact. Stone rockets out of the frame. And that one goes to the sideboard. Maybe we'll get a good look at Chris's goaltending here. Oh, nice save. Whoa, boy. Stone nearly did a 180.
Oh,
Missed
no,
the goalie.
like an 05.
Hack defender.
Has left the guard for USA to come around.
Yeah, John Schuster try to duck around here.
400.
The best the USA is going to do is steal a single,
Close,
so
Corey.
the worst that's going to happen for Sweden
Close,
is
Corey.
Really heavy,
Top
Chris.
4.
two upcoming home
T
wins.
back 4. T back 4.
Which is a pretty nice position to be
It is.
in.
We're by, let it sit.
A near perfect end here in the 9th from Sweden. Schuster doing all he can.
Okay.
Sit, John.
That's good stone.
Sit. Good, John.
Good.
So I suspect Nicholas Adine will draw the forefoot.
What was that, man?
Yes, there's the brush. Couldn't do too much better. Maybe a foot further forward.
14-0 där borde vara bra.
And you have to think if Nick makes this one, that could be game
Jag
over.
hade 13-9. Jag tror, ja.
Jag hade
14.
13,95 och 14,05.
14-2 är lugn.
Ja, exakt.
Jag klockade deras 14,5 ren nollen på T-line tidigare.
Hasn't thrown many draws today, Nick Adine.
Ska ha.
Ja, laga 14 här.
Yes.
But the ones that he has thrown, he's made a lot of them. Last stone.
Okej, håll igång. Bra linje. Linjen är bra. Känns bra.
Needs a piece of the forefoot.
Linjen är för locket.
Line's fine.
Ser lite hård ut.
It's a little pacey, but it's going to be fine. Sits on the button. That'll be enough for Team USA. That's victory for Sweden. Nicholas Edin draws the forefoot to score a single point. USA says that's enough, 4 down. We're not going to make that up. They concede defeat. Sweden clinch first place. 8-4 winners over Team USA. Acknowledging the crowd. That's a big win for Sweden. Their goal was to clinch first place. A relieved smile from Nicholas Edin. The Monkeys finally off the back. We finally beat these guys. 8-4 winners for Sweden. Well, with our game concluded, let's jump over to sheet B and pick up China versus Germany. Germany leading this one 6-4. So China with the last rock here playing the 10th end, 2 down. Wang Xiyu lines it up. Gets one, pushes the other stone off the forefoot, but leaves it sitting behind the corner guard. Corner guards are up for China, so they've got a good chance going here. Mark Musketeers holding the brush. That's the target line for Germany's third, Ryan Sherrard.
Close. Yep. Whoa, nine. Aten. Yep, Daniel. Hard.
Daniel Neuner trying to sweep for curl. They love a roll. They hide a corner. It's left the stone in an awkward spot for China. Wang Xiyu comes down to have a look. China has called timeout. Dan Raphael joins them. Chinese coach.
No, I can't use here. Oh, sorry. I can't.
关键是现在有点怕他传这个，你知道吗？
Where about this one? This one?
关键现在啥？你看往后看啊，你看客定了，最后逼的他一键，啪一客定，咱一个线都没有。现在必须处理他，我感觉。你比如说，咱这有这有一个，这有一个，他最后一球没招，他啪一点，你咋整？拿不能拿黄了就。这球挺危险。
Number 1 to here。
对，我觉得。
我感觉 ，OK。他说他还是喜欢把这个往后传过去。他说即使咱这新科，他这球他往里一点，
对我也是害怕。
他一点，他是一趟线。
你最后给他逼没招，他一点，咱啥招没有。
对，没有办法。
这个可以。
这个球我要如果线路好，能往后磕，你觉得有没有？好像
磕不着，你磕完之后直接头就甩过来了。然后这个电打，有点电到后区，你把头留着。
对呀。
China back on the clock now. Timeout's over. Coach Raphael was pretty clear. Hit the stone front 8 foot, roll it over to the wing. But now all the debate is how far do we roll?
是不想往甩那磕就都能拉。
对。你要他把它甩的话，甩到边上，这个球有可能刮到他的人。
3:50 on their time clock, so they still got time.
你先把它处理了，因为啥？
对，
你处理完之后，他得管你这个头，他管你这头，你就有机会再
踏板呢？踏板打到这儿往这甩，完这个有可能相关也没事，给他。
可以。
对呀，
踏板11都行，保证头留。
因为11的话往后传不太好传，有可能传到这儿的话，他再补个站位，他再这么一旋，他再往这儿一砍，你也不好办，是吧？
咱要保证把头留。OK，好吧，你看看载上够不够，漏多少？
应该是漏一半差不多，1/3多，没事儿。
Badashin will throw this one. He can see half the rock.
往那边甩吧，把那个就像你说给磕到那面。
Hack weight.
踏板不能再大了，就是你如果踏板大就稍微稳一稳。
Roll to the right, maybe get behind the corner.
力量
，hard，
力，yep， hard，
hard，
Got to get by the front. Got to get by the front.
Yep.
插头。
Just getting it by. Now that's the roll. How far can they get it?
Okay.
Needed to catch that a little thinner. Not bad. Not bad. Opens up the front. But China needed that one to be behind cover to bring 3 back into play.
Okay.
Now you're in a situation where you're probably thinking extra end. Scored 2. Ryan Sherrard.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Where's the swing?
Sorry. Yeah, that was a misread from Mark Musketiewicz.
Okay. Ich wollte halt einfach noch sicher einen Shooter halten. Lass ihn den Hit and Roll machen. Sorry, Ryan.
3秒。
Mark apologizes for the bad read.
Yeah.
Short hit and roll now for China to get behind cover and set up their 2. 2 would force the extra end. 3 would win the game. Need to get this one somewhere good.
Lee.
Whoa.
Lee. Whoa.
Lots of weight.
外甩 ，hard，
插头这里。
No outside roll.
That was a big weight from Badashin there.
It was really hard to control the roll when you're throwing that much weight. I think they wanted an inside flop, but a little extra weight. Sits straight, sits in the open. And Ba is not happy about this. Shows his displeasure. That was not a great shot. So Germany can pretty much lock China out if they can make a good hit and a little half cover inside roll here. Be very difficult for China to score 2 if Musketiewicz can get that inside roll. get a great look here at the overhead. Ideal spot for the Germans to roll to is just really sitting on the center line. And then how does China get two?
Wenn wir nicht ganz hinter die Guard kommen, ist nicht schlimm und offen liegen bleiben. Weil er wird eh drum rumgehen.
88% on his hits. A big one here for German skip Mark Musketiewicz.
Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa, Daniel!
Whoa!
This one's
Hi,
tracking
Daniel.
out there.
Okay, Naza.
And it's going to be on the
That's
nose.
fine.
That's fine, Mookie.
So that opens the door a little bit for China. They can use the guards now. They'll ignore the counters. Opportunity now for Zhao Qiang to come up with a skip's deuce. Wants to draw into the red 4-foot circle behind that yellow guard. Ryan Sherrard talks to Mark. Germany will have a decision to make if Zhao makes this one really good. There is a run back on that would clinch the game. But that's a tough shot to throw.
OK。6区啊。哦。下路可以。哦，可以等一等。科底线，顶线，顶线。2，whoa, whoa.
Well, now it's plan B. This one is wide. They're going to try and flick off this stone and get behind cover. It's going to sit in the open. That's a bad miss. This stone just fully open for Germany's Mark Musketiewicz.
Yeah, Mark has to be a wee bit careful here. He doesn't play it in the high side and jam.
Yeah. Just has to stay calm, throw this clean, make a nose hit, game over.
Jamba. Yep.
Huge weight.
Yep. Yep. Right to it.
No problem here. That'll do it. Nose hit for Germany, and they will take the win.
Thank you.
And they now move on to 4 wins. A great championship for this young skip.
Yes, indeed. Big step up for this young German team, but a great final stone there by Mark Musketiewicz to clinch it. Germany, high fives all around. Running China out of rocks. Germany wins it 6-4.
Ja, das eine Ruder drin rausschießen.
Three games complete here at the NMAX Center. We're live from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship. Just one game remaining, and that's Russia-Norway. Russia leading this one 7-5. We're just going to pick up the last few stones of this game. Norway calling timeout, and they're just getting ready to play their stones. A lot of stones clustered at or just behind the tee line in this 10th end. Magnus Ramsfjell, a young Norwegian skip, into the rings now to deliver his final stone of the end.
And Russia lying 1. He has to just come down at just a back 4 weight and tap the red slightly to the side and lie 2.
Must move the Russian stone.
This has got a long way to curl. Is it going to cross the center line?
Sweeper's getting more interested in it now.
Just a tiny bump. Whoa, whoa. Oh, how unlucky was that? Just rubbed off it.
They are lying 2. So.
But it does leave an open hit.
Just had to move a little bit more. That was tough.
Yeah, the weight was great. If he just curled a fraction more, just a bit on the high side there, and the shooter rolls off.
Sergei Glukov now has to get to nose to really to win the game. Can't over curl. If he hits on the brush side, Russia should be safe. Final stone.
Whoa. Sit. Sit. Whoa.
Big weight.
Whoa. Whoa. Нет.
That'll do it. Gets the job done. Sergei Glukov removes the Norwegian counter, and that'll be a win for Russia. Good fight from this young Norwegian team, but Glukov and Team Russia 8-5 winners in our final game here in session 18 at the Pioneer Hi-Bred World Men's Curling Championship. Our feature game, Sweden, United States. Play in the sixth end. Sweden lying 2. A good force for Sweden. John Schuster of the United States needs to draw for a single point. Throws it comfortably into the 8-foot circle, biting the 4-foot. That's 1 for the USA. In the seventh end, huge opportunity here for Sweden. Set it up really nicely. Nicholas Edin with the open house to draw to count a huge 4-point score. No problem there for the 3-time world champ. That puts Sweden in command. Eighth end. Final stone here for John Schuster, throwing really a desperation shot. Flat crosshouse double, trying to kick it out sideways to score 2, and he very nearly makes it. But it's only a single for Team USA, but what a great effort from Schuster.
Thanks. Good luck.
And in the ninth end, Sweden running USA off the score sheet with a single point. USA conceding defeat. Sweden with a big 8-4 win. We'll round up all of the session 18 games. Russia 8-5 winners over Norway. Germany 6-4 over China. Canada with a big 10-3 win over Switzerland. Sweden 8-4 winners over the USA. And as we head for the playoffs, this is where it sits. Sweden now top of the table, clinching first place. They're at 10-1. Canada with the win moved to 8-3, but they've not yet clinched a playoff spot. Japan have. They are at 8-3 alongside Switzerland. Italy now 7-3. USA dropped to 7-4. Right behind them are Scotland at 6-4. Those are the teams that are still alive with the playoffs looming tomorrow.
Nicholas, many congratulations. You controlled a lot of the ends, missed opportunity at the fifth when you had built up a really good chance.
Yeah, he made a couple of really nice shots there. We were kind of going really hard for killing the game, so to speak. So instead of kind of going safe for 1 or 2, we kind of wanted to get 3 or 4, knowing that he's very capable of making those kind of shots. So we kind of knew it could be a tough deuce or even a tough score as well. But we kind of wanted to take our chances there, and then got the same kind of opportunity in the seventh, and that time it worked out. So that was good.
And does that put the Olympic final to bed for you now?
No. Not in 20 years. No, it's not even close, but it's still nice to play well against this team. We've struggled against them lately, so really nice to just put a nice game together, and then win or lose, it's more about playing really well against them, I think, to get that kind of monkey off our back.
And you're ranked #1 now as defending champions. You must be pretty happy going into the playoffs with your performance.
Yeah, it's as good as we could have hoped for. We played really well the whole round robin so far. The one game we lost to Scotland, we actually played pretty well as well. So nothing to complain about really so far, and just kind of got to try to keep it up and save some energy when we can. But now all the games are pretty important from here, so got to try to keep it up.
Well, great to have no complaints going into the playoff. Good luck. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
A satisfied Swedish skip, and he should be. They played very well today. They sit ranked #1. 2 more round robin games to come here at the NMAX Center. Thank you very much for joining us. For Rona Howie, I'm Hans Fraunlob. So long from Lethbridge.
I tyckte du såg så kylig ut med det där. Ja, han är på 68, men det var svagt något. Han är 18.